What is up, everybody? How's it going? It is Monday, January 7th. You know, I should know.
That was smooth. That was real smooth.
Today is January 7th, and I want to say happy birthday, Pop in heaven.
Hey,
It's my father's birthday. He would have been
Happy
72.
birthday,
Nice.
Bob.
Thank you. So in studio today, I'm very excited to say that we have the one, the only, Mark the Animal. Mendoza. And there he is right there. Wait. There he is right there.
All right, how's that better? Good evening, everybody.
It's going to be the Mark Mendoza show tonight.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly.
I see that.
Well, we also have Mr. Rod.
Hey, everybody, how's
Hey.
everything?
How you say his last name?
No,
You screwed me up.
Rod M.
Rod M.
Rod M.
There you go.
Majulta. I can't say your last name for shit. I really can't. I forget it every time.
I'm going to have it phonetically put out.
I should, right?
You know what? There's too many M's in here for you.
Oh, I know, right?
That's
Oh,
what-
my
that's
God.
what-
Mojica.
Mojica, that's it.
Right?
So, hey, we got Mark in the studio with us. Now, Mark.
I am really here.
Yeah, he is really here.
It's not a remote or anything.
This is what I'm going to do.
I actually showed up.
I'm going to split. I'm glad you did. I'm really happy you showed up. I'm going to split the screen.
He was like
now
a kid in the candy
all
shop.
three of
looking
us
at
are
me.
on the screen right now.
All right.
All right, so here we are. Hey, you want to call in and talk to Mark, you can give us a call at 877-917-5263. The phone number's up on the screen there. Give us a shout. Got any questions for Mark? Please ask. You know, he is a
Doesn't mean
biker.
I'm going to answer it.
That's right. He might not answer it.
Yes.
You might get those questions like, hey, I remember when you lived in Jersey.
Right.
Right. You remember that story, right?
Tell that story, because that's a great story. These guys didn't hear it.
You know, when you walk into a place where the public is at, and you walk in like in a club or a bar or
Right.
something, you know, people, they want. I get it. You want to talk to me, all right? I'm an interesting person, or maybe
Right.
I'm your hero, or just hey, I'm one of the guys from Twisted Sister. I get it. You want to talk to me.
Right.
So many people make up idiotic things or stories to tell you. They do. I mean, they just come up to me, hey, man, you're an interesting guy. Could I talk to you for a minute? Yeah, okay, no problem. But they think that making up a story and getting to me, they're like, oh, that's cool. A long story short, because the last time I was down here, all right, who didn't turn their phone off?
No, it's someone actually calling to talk to you.
Talk to me.
Right.
Put 'em on. I'm not done yet. Put them on.
Okay,
Put 'em on
put on
hold.
hold.
You're on the air, but hold on a second.
We don't have a hold
Just
button
Put them on
yet.
a hold.
We're working on
right?
that.
Okay, go ahead, Mark.
Turn the volume down on that phone. Anyway, so after this all went down in this club, which I told the story before, the guy comes up to me and he says, "Hey man, I got something interesting. Don't you remember me?" And I'm looking at him like, "No, I met a million people in my life. No, I don't remember you." And you have to understand that I went through this same episode right before this guy twice with two other idiots. So the guy says
Sorry.
to me, the guy says to me, "Hey man, don't you remember me? My name is whatever. I don't remember his name. No, I don't remember you. What's the point?" Okay, I'm already getting an attitude with the guy because I just had
Short
two other
fuse,
people I had attitudes with.
Right.
No, man, you don't remember me? No, lay it on me, please. Now the guys, I'm there to play a quick gig with Joe Rock and the All Stars. It's actually a charity gig for Christmas, and so I put my guitars down and my bag, and I go, "All right, what do you have to say? Let me hear it. Pour it on." And he goes, "Well, I used to ride motorcycles with you and D when you guys lived in New Jersey in the early 80s. And I look at him, I go, "You sure you want to stay with that?" He goes, "Yeah, man, you don't remember me?" I said, "Well, what you're telling me is impossible. Let me give you three things here." And he goes, "What?" I said, "First of all, D only started riding a motorcycle about 17 years ago. I know, I taught him. He didn't ride before that. So do the math.
Right.
17 years ago wasn't the early 80s,
Right.
all right?
Right.
So, and then number two is a big one for me, okay? We never lived in New Jersey. I got nothing against New Jersey. I love New Jersey. Got a lot of friends and relatives there. I never lived in New Jersey, okay? Number four, how old are you now? He goes, "I'm 42.
Right.
I said, "What were you, 8
years
years old
old.
in 1981? Get the bleep out of here, you asshole." That's exactly what I said and walked away from him. The guys in the band are crying. They laughed so hard. I think so. This is what people say. This is what they do. I mean,
They think they want to act like they know you. They feel important.
they think by saying something idiotic to you or something they make up, they'll be closer or something.
Right.
Exactly.
You know? No, it's just not going to work.
No, that doesn't work.
You're talking to the wrong guy.
Right. You can call them out on their bullshit real quick.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
called
no.
right out on
But
that.
Mark, we have somebody on the line here. Let's
Go
see
ahead,
who it
let's
is.
see who it is.
Hey, you on the air? Who's this?
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, Mark. Is it true only that fucking bass players can only count to 4?
Why? Because we have
1 4 1 4 1 4.
Is this
This has to be Jim.
This is Ken Dodge. I
Oh,
called
Ken
to give Mark
Dodge.
some bullshit. How you doing, Mark?
Ken Dodge?
This kid Dodge one of the callers.
Ken?
You fucking rock star, you guys. I saw you guys back when I was fucking. We used to ride motorcycles together when you and Dee Snyder lived together.
I can't hear him so well, so I don't know.
You can't
what
hear
he's
him
saying.
good?
No.
Okay.
What does he want? Is he another moron on the phone?
This is Ken Dodge. He's an actor.
I'm giving you shit, Mark.
Oh, okay. I can't hear what he's saying.
That's the thing I do. You fuck Ken Dodge. He ain't with the shit. You know? No.
Can you hear okay?
I just
Yeah, I hear him now.
called to tell you, welcome to the man, brother. We love you, man.
All right,
You're a kick-ass bass player, and that's coming from a drummer. Don't talk to Johnny. He thinks he's a fucking drummer.
Oh, really? You're a drummer?
I'm telling you.
Yeah, and what do you call a drummer?
I keep telling him you can't
Someone who
use
hangs
those
around with
sticks that have
musicians.
the wires on them. You know, you can't use them fuckers.
Yeah, he's just going to keep blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter.
Ken, we'll call you back later, buddy.
Later, I love you, man.
All right.
That's all, buddy. He's a good friend of the show.
Yeah, no problem.
He's good. But, Ken Dodge, of course you got to come.
Right off the bat, he has a
He's got to
start.
come in.
So, all right, so yeah, you travel all over the world.
Oh, well, most places, not everywhere.
Well, I'm pretty sure most places, like you said.
Well, I mean, where have I been? I've been
Yeah.
everywhere in Europe.
Okay.
Many, many times. South America a bunch of times. I've been to Russia a few times.
Wow.
That was a hell of an experience.
Excellent.
Yeah, without a doubt. Been to Japan.
Really?
Australia,
Okay.
New Zealand.
All with Twisted Sister? Or?
All with TS.
Nice.
Yes.
Wow. Do you have one place in mind that you remember always, like that you like to go back to think about, or?
Everything usually has great memories unless the weather is really bad. Or,
Right.
I can't say that I dislike anything.
Mm-hmm.
I've always had the most fun being in America.
Right.
I really did. It's comfortable for me. But I've got friends all over the world. Everywhere I've been, I
That's
still have
so
friends
cool.
that I keep in touch with. And when we tour, I go stay with them. And
Okay.
Nice.
it's tough to say, but no, there's places that are exotic and beautiful and things like that. But I can't say that I didn't like anywhere I was, including some places in South America. I think
Right.
people are turned off by it, but I thought it was an amazing seeing all these places.
Right.
Being in a band, you have to understand, is being in a band or being an entertainer or someone who gets paid to do what I do, because if anybody takes a vacation and they travel somewhere in this country or they travel to South America or Europe,
Right.
you're paying for it.
Right.
I mean, to me, I played for free. I got paid to travel.
Right. Okay.
Okay. And nothing. I don't pay. We didn't pay for anything when we went.
Right.
That
So
was so
you got to
cool.
figure the flights, the hotels, the transportation,
The food.
a lot of some of the meals, and I mean, we're getting paid to be there.
Right,
So
right.
it's not coming out of my pocket to do these things.
Yeah,
So,
but you didn't
it
have
was
have
great.
much time to do any sightseeing, though.
Well, it depends. If we here we go again with the phone.
Put them on hold.
I'll put him on hold.
Hey, we're
Put
talking
'em on
here.
hold. Hey,
We're talking over
we're
here.
busy here.
Hey, what are you kidding
We're
me?
busy over here.
I just want to say hello to all of you and Mike. Does he remember me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know who this is. This is John from
John the Candy Man, the ice cream man, right?
No,
from-
this
from
is
the-
John from
from
the
the Abates.
I'm just kidding you.
From the Abates. How you doing,
I
Johnny?
am, but like I said, I'm just teasing him. He doesn't know me.
Okay.
I met him a few times. But I just heard him talking before. I just figured I'd kid you.
It didn't work.
Right.
It didn't work.
And
man.
it's not going to work.
This is John, John the Ice Cream Man, right?
Ice cream man, yeah.
The Ice Cream Man from Hell, right?
Ice cream man from hell.
No,
Nope.
not Ice Cream Man from Hell. No, that's a different.
Oh, that's a
That's a
different guy.
different ice cream.
Okay. This is John from the Abate.
Right.
Right. Who sells melted ice cream?
Melted ice cream.
John, we promise you we'll be there Tuesday.
Oh yeah, right.
We haven't made a
I've
meeting
heard you
yet.
A couple of times on the radio.
We've been trying to get
Like I
there to
said,
a meeting. We can't make it on Tuesday to a
really?
meeting, and we
I know.
promise them every
I'm
week.
just teasing you. I know. I heard you say it's the heaviest day for you both. No problem. Like I said, anytime you can come down.
Yeah.
We
Boss can
appreciate
go
it.
too. But like I said,
I'll see if I can
But
come down with
Boss
these
may
guys.
not know. I just got my 30-year patch for a Bates.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
That's
Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Yes.
Like I said, I'm
Congratulations.
pretty
Yeah.
proud of it. In April, will be 31 years, but like I said, I'm pretty proud of it.
Yep,
Good
Excellent.
for
Should
you.
be.
Yeah,
You
that's
should be.
great.
Mark wants to say something.
Yeah, I just figured.
You were
No,
saying
I
something?
said, if you guys go down at whatever time, I'll try to do it with you.
That'd be
Nice.
great. Yeah.
And, we'll torture everybody.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We'll equal opportunity
Right.
torturers.
Hey,
So-
I'm going
I'm
for,
into that.
I'm going for the free hot dogs. I mean, come on.
Of course you
Well,
are.
I don't know about the ice cream. It should be all over the floor.
Yeah, not a problem. I just figured I'd call up and say hello, and anybody that can make it tomorrow night at 6:30, 7 o'clock in Ronkonkoma is welcome,
All right, brother.
Thank you for the invite.
Excellent, man.
All right.
You
Talk
got
to you
it.
soon.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.
All right, bye. Bye.
All right, sorry about that.
No, no
We're
problem.
going to get it all night. Trust me. The phone's...
And pour it on.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
do-
great.
Do you find it weird?
I'm charming. Pour it on. What do you say?
Do you find it weird when you're in like Japan and stuff, and you're doing your shit up on the stage, and these people don't know a word of English, man,
No, well,
and
that's
they're
not
jamming
true.
with you?
That's not true. English is pretty universal.
All right.
You'll find that when you travel, if you find a younger person, because English is taught in just about every school,
Right.
everywhere in the world. To us, the second language here is Spanish.
Right.
Right, right.
Everybody's starting to learn a little bit of Spanish to get along with people.
Right.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, nothing
and
at all.
You'll find out when you go to Europe or you go to South America or even Russia, school kids and college kids can pretty much get along with English.
Right.
They pretty understand it. They pretty much understand most of it. Yeah.
Excellent. So you were saying that you've been all over the place. Most places.
Most places.
And you get your hands on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Well, and again, if the weather's nice,
Right.
it's decent. Pretty much, I have enough connections to get a motorcycle just about everywhere, even if it's a scooter.
Right.
I've ridden.
I don't see you on a scooter.
He's a big guy.
Exactly.
He's a big guy. See it about a
most
scooter?
of the time, it's a motorcycle, and in Europe, it's tough to find Harleys.
Right.
Especially someone's going to lend to you.
Right.
But it's easy to get like one of the police style BMWs.
Right,
or something
right,
like that.
right,
So
right.
I've been on I've been on a lot of those, or a Jap bike.
Right, or
I've been on
Triumph,
plenty.
a lot of Triumphs
A lot of
over
there.
Triumphs.
Have you ever?
So, what's that?
I was just going to
Okay.
say,
He's over
in
there.
your travels, have you ever ridden like one of the foreign bikes, like the Mahindras and the Dimsings and stuff
No,
like
I've
that?
seen them. I haven't had a chance to do anything like that.
Right, the
I think
Takis.
about the most esoteric I've gotten. Maybe I rode a Ducati,
Nice.
cafe racer style bike when I was in Italy.
Nice. Okay.
Nice. I mean, listen, 2 wheels and a motor. I'm
That's
happy.
it.
That's it, man.
And then it's always, and I'm even luckier because, and I appreciate it. I really do. I'm always going with locals. People always. I don't have to worry about looking at a map or
Right.
a GPS.
Right.
I'm just with them, and I just go.
Do they know who you are?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, that's
So,
kind of scary in a way, though. You know.
I don't know. I'll tell you about one scary thing, and I could tell you a lot of crazy rides. That
Well,
I've
yeah,
done.
that's why you're
But we were playing. I don't know. It's got to be 8 years ago. We were playing Lillehammer in where they had the Olympics in '94.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Right, in Norway.
Norway, something like that,
Norway. And we got stuck there for a few days just because we did the show and then we had like 4 or 5 days to burn. So the very next day, the promoter calls me and says, "Listen, I got you, my friends." He rode, but he said, "My friends, we have a riding club,
Right.
And I've got a Harley for you to ride with a bunch of guys. And if you want to go for a ride, they'll go out for like 6-7 hours.
Right.
I'm in."
Right.
Yeah.
The weather's it happens to be middle of summer, so it's not as hot here. It's up in the 60s and 70s, except you go up in the mountains. They didn't tell me it goes down to the 30s.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, meet up with the guys, and they told me, bring a scarf, bring gloves. They got a helmet for me. I didn't bring a helmet.
Right,
but I
right.
wore everything heavy I could. I got a leather jacket and put on a full face helmet. And we pull out of town and we fuel up the bikes. And we're going to have to fuel up here.
New York.
No matter what it takes, we got to top these bikes up because we're going to go over the mountains to the other side to have lunch, and it's not only going to be cold, but there's no gas stations.
Oh,
or
yeah,
no
yeah.
towns,
No.
So we start heading up, you start doing the elevation and you can see you're getting closer to the clouds.
Right.
So as we're going up, we're leveling off a bit and they're all starting to pass me. I'm like, okay, road's still dry. We're not up where the roads get wet because of the clouds yet, but we're heading that way, right? So, so the one guy passes me, another guy passes me, and now I'm like next to the last guy. So okay, I'm going to pour it on, and I don't know these roads, and they're mountain roads.
Right.
They're like this, and there's no guardrail. And you look down, you're looking down at
The last
500
rider.
feet. Yeah, you're looking at all the wrecks down there, and there's no. You have no idea if there's traffic coming at you, which there wasn't.
Right.
And it wasn't a one way. There was just nobody up there. So now I drop it down a gear, drop it down another gear, and I'm taking these curves I don't know the roads. They do.
Right.
And I'm getting sparks off the pass. And I'm like, I'm just getting in between each guy and I'm passing, going all the way up. And they happen to tell me that when we get to this plateau, we're going to stop and we'll take
Look at
some
the scenery.
photos. You can see you're at the top of the world, and it's not at the top of the mountains yet. But we're going to stop for a cigarette break and have a quick cup of coffee or something, whatever's up this little rest area.
Right.
And I hammer this thing, man. I'm getting sparks. I'm really muscling the bike. You know how to do that. You muscle the bike hardcore. I'm riding some sort of hot rod version of a Softail.
Nice.
Not even close to stock.
Right,
Biggest
right.
motor on it. So I get up to the top and I could see the parking lot and I come up and I get slightly airborne because I'm hitting this little hill at about 105. I go up, they're behind me, and I come down and the bike bounces a little bit. Everything's good, and I roll to a stop, and put the kickstand down and get off, And I got to tell you, it was definitely a sphincter ride. It was like, what? Like that. And they all pull up on me and they get off their bikes and they're like clapping and going like this. You are nuts, man. The accents, Norwegian accents. Say, you're nuts, man. We never saw anybody do that. Did you know this road? Never been here before in my life.
Oh, my God.
So I just didn't like everybody passing me.
Right.
I am not a rider like that. Believe me, I am not commonly. It's very, very rare, and I did it when I was younger. But,
Yeah, well,
now I don't. You're not resilient. I don't want to break anything.
No.
Right.
Nor do I want to die doing this stuff. But I'll tell you, I just dropped it down gears. I had a big inch motor. And the bike went, and I got to the top, and they were all congratulating. Yeah, you do really good, And I was wow, and I looked, and I walked to the edge, and I looked down where I came from, and I was like, wow, one mistake. Too hard on the peg, and the rear wheel comes out from underneath you. Oh yeah, they would have left me. They go, yeah, you go over. We don't go after.
That's it. You're done.
You stayed down there. So that was a crazy.
Hello, twisted
that was
sister. You need a new bass player.
Yeah, right.
You got a phone call here, Mark.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, you're on the air, Motorcycle Mayhem Radio with Mark Mendoza in the studio.
Yeah, I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you, Johnny Rizzo. How you doing, buddy?
Okay, how you doing? Who's this?
This Tallywhacker from Texas, man. How you doing?
What's up, man? Texas is in the house. Tallywhack, what's going on?
Tallywhack.
Not much. I'm in a bar looking at a gorgeous woman chopping up a bunch of olives.
Nice.
And we're watching the damn national college championship on the TV. It's pretty cool. Alabama and Clemson.
Let's go Alabama, man.
Anyways, Johnny.
Yes.
I miss you, brothers. I'm going to have to get up there next summer.
Yeah, you come on down, man. I got to see you in the studio, man. Come on down.
Come on down. I'm going to have to go up about
Come on up.
1,200 miles, but I'll come on up there.
Sounds
we
awesome.
got my motor finished. We're going to do a follow-up on the motor deal on the scooter.
Okay.
Got the motor finished up in El Paso. They balanced it, so we printed it and all that crap.
Okay, good.
And yeah, I'm gonna bring the scooter up this time.
That sounds good to me, brother. Listen, we have a special.
Love you guys, and I thought I had to touch base and see how y'all was doing. But
we're doing great, man. Thanks for calling the show.
I'm still waiting on a T-shirt, man.
Are you really? All right, send me the information. I'll get you a shirt.
You can get an autograph by that guy that's the guest show tonight.
That's
that guy.
Mark the Animal Mendoza. For me. That's Mark Mendoza from Twisted Sister right there.
All I got is he has some beautiful woman cutting up olives.
I lost him there.
I lost him for that.
Y'all take care, man.
All right, thanks for calling.
Bye-bye now.
Thanks for calling.
Bye.
All right, buddy. Bye.
All right.
Wow.
Wow, I love your fan base, man.
Don't you love it?
That guy should have another cold one.
Oh, man, I'll tell you.
He had a few.
Probably will.
So go back to your story. Sorry, Mark.
No, I mean, it was just we got up to the top or to that plateau, and everybody hung out for about 20 minutes, a half hour. We got this little like a station, if you want to call it, a rest area, and they sell some coffee and sodas, and everybody I had a coffee, and I was like, when I walked over and looked where we came from, and I looked at the roads, the sphincter tightened right up there. I was like, wow, I did that.
What did I do?
That's scary, right?
So, so I kept it calm. We had to. The roads were worse, but we went up into the clouds. Where it was fog and you were getting wet.
Wow.
The roads were way too wet to do anything crazy. But we went over the top of the mountain, came down, went down into the valley on the other side. It was another beautiful town, and we stopped and had lunch at a place, and there was a whole bunch of other bikers that showed up. The only problem is the language.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, us guys,
Yes,
English.
yes.
English.
Yes. That's what
Yes. Yes.
Now, was the band looking for you? Like, you ever get in a position where you're riding all day and you have a show that night? And
No, I wouldn't do something like that. We were off.
Oh, you were off
Yeah,
for the
we were
day.
off. The guys, they knew I wasn't going to come back for
All right, so you're done.
7 or 8 or 8 hours. Yeah, we got back. It was dark by the time we rode all the way back. Because we didn't go back over, we rode around. It was another beautiful ride. I mean, you're riding the coast where the
so
water,
nice.
where all the coves are in. I mean, just, it looks like you're on another planet. It's
Right.
absolutely beautiful.
They probably got together and said,
It really is.
we're not taking that guy back up the hill. He's gonna kill himself.
They didn't want to keep up with me, is what they were saying.
man.
You don't do that.
oh my God, that sounds
Yeah.
like a great story.
Oh man, it was nuts.
But can you imagine like going to a Twisted Sister concert, right, hanging out, and then riding with the guy the next
next
day?
day.
Like that's the bass player hanging out with. Oh wow.
Yeah, they were there. Yeah, they
Yeah.
were all at the show. Yeah,
That's so cool, man.
yeah, it was fun. Like I said, I run into some great people. I have friends that live in Copenhagen.
Okay.
So if TS is in Europe and I'm staying there for a few days, I fly over or take a train and stay in Copenhagen. And they got small motorcycles to get around the city.
Right.
Yeah, I don't like the Enduro bikes.
Yeah,
and
the
stuff
Enduros,
like
okay.
that. So I ride one of those when I'm in Copenhagen. And then it was so funny that the bike wasn't available one day, and my friend over there said, "Well, I have 2 scooters." I said, "Really?"
Would it be a Key West?
Put me in a scooter. He goes, "Yeah, we'll go into the center of town. We'll get lunch. We can park the scooters. We can park anywhere. There's no parking in these little towns. Plus, you got to understand that when you go to these European cities, I mean, not the major ones, but the smaller ones,
Right.
even parts of like Copenhagen, even London, or parts in places in France and Germany, the streets are tiny." I mean, you can't fit a car down these streets, but a scooter goes right through everything.
Zip around.
Yeah, you can get right through and go up to right to the water and have lunch right on the water and do
Nice.
things like that. So that's why they're real big there.
That's awesome. He's got some great stories. My best story I have on my bike is I rode from Key Largo to Key West. Now
I've done that ride.
That's
twice.
an unbelievable
Yeah,
ride,
I did
though, right?
that back in the early '80s. God bless him, my friend Bob Gam.
Okay,
He lived in Florida, and we would leave his house in Margate and go all the way down.
Isn't that a great
and
ride?
just take our time, do
Yep,
what we
yep.
want to do. Yeah,
Just blue water.
yeah, it's a great ride.
Right, those
Yeah.
bridges.
Yeah,
7 Mile
absolutely.
Bridge. It's
Yeah.
beautiful to go
It's
over.
all beautiful stuff.
I love it. Nope. Okay, we got a call. You're on the air with Motorcycle Mayhem Radio with Mark Mendoza. Who do we got?
Hello.
Terry Hudgens from Little Ozzy.
Hey, Terry.
Hey,
how you
Terry.
doing?
Little
Terry's
Ozzy.
a bass player himself.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Yes, he is. What's going on, Terry?
Yeah, dude, doing well. I'm at work right now, but doing good.
Excellent, man.
Doing good.
What's
I'd like
work?
to
Where
talk
do you
to
work?
Mark, if I can.
Well, I'm right here, but what's work? Where do you work?
Actually, I work for the government. That's what pays the bills, and the music's just, lets me have some fun money.
Right. So I work for the government.
CIA.
That's it. He's recording this conversation right now.
Okay.
I can tell you, but I have to kill you.
I'll be honest with you. It's actually I clean shitters for the government.
That's a good one.
Hey.
Okay, I haven't heard that one before.
It's still a government job, and I get all the government benefits. But in all truth and reality, I clean government shitters.
Government shitter.
So I just tell everybody it's a government job, so it doesn't sound so bad.
Right, of course.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, Terry, you got a question for Mark?
Yeah, man. Mark, I know you ain't gonna remember this, but
Here we
In
go.
Jersey.
I rode motorcycles.
Jersey.
I rode motorcycles
If you
with you
do,
when you
you're
were
good.
14 in Oklahoma. What?
I seen you. The first time I actually got to see Twisted Sister live was when you guys opened up for Iron Maiden
Right.
here at Nashville at the Municipal Auditorium,
Right. Of course.
and I think this was right when the Stay Hungry album was really starting to take off.
That's correct.
And dude, I was just loved your bass playing. I loved your stage performance. I actually drew a picture of you, and I was up close. Of course, I'd hung out the arena for hours so I could be up front, and you actually grabbed it and held it up and all that shit, and that was so cool. especially I was younger then. So
Are you sure I was there?
You grab,
I'm kidding.
grab the picture, you mean?
I'm not so sure I was there. If you know what I'm saying.
Sure.
Let me tell you
It
something.
was the '80s. It was the '80s, and you know how that goes.
There's a video called Vet City that I'm going to show you later.
Right.
Terry actually playing bass on it.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a great bass
Excellent.
player.
Excellent. Yeah.
So Terry,
Hey, Mark, just a quick question for you on
Go ahead.
as far as bass stuff. What type of rig do you use or prefer? I mean, I'm an Ampeg guy myself.
SVT?
Yes. Actually, I just got through buying a Ampeg SVT Pro 7.
Nice.
Wow, Pro 7. That's newer, right? Bigger one.
Yeah.
I used to use SVT 4 Pros because they were just universal. You can get them everywhere. But I use a number of things. I use Quilters as power amps. I have some Samson, some Hartke equipment. But it depends on the gig and the size of the equipment that I need. In TS, I have a custom-made rig. I have 2 cabinets with 415s in each one. Big stuff.
Oh, wow.
But
I didn't know you used 15. That's cool.
Yeah, oh yeah. Cool. I mean, but I rarely use that stuff because TS hasn't been playing lately, and I'm not in a band that's big enough yet to pull all that stuff out, Soul and Road cases. But I mean, I love Quilter power amps and the Bass Block 800s. I don't know if you're familiar with them. They're incredible Class D power amps. They sound amazing. Have tons of guts to them.
That's cool, man. Well, I used to here lately. I was using two complete SVT, 610 cabs, the SVT 350 heads, and all that shit. But dude, I'm 55 years old, and my ass just can't handle lugging that stuff around.
That's heavy stuff.
That's very true because unless I'm playing with a big band like TS or Blackfoot or these cadets, there's a road crew. When I'm doing all these local little gigs, unless it's a big gig and one of my guys on the crew from TS comes with me, I got to lug the equipment around. So you don't want anything that weighs that much.
Right.
yeah.
No,
Fuck that.
the
that's
Quilter
why
power,
I got that.
right? The Quilter power amps, are like 4.5 pounds each.
Oh.
So I mean, they're nothing.
No.
Yeah.
Big difference.
Well,
eh?
that SVT Pro 7 it's 15 pounds, and then
Yeah.
I just use a 410 Ampeg cabinet now. And
Sure,
it's
of
plenty.
course. Yeah. I mean, if you're using 2 6x10 cabinets, you're pretty loud in a club. That's big stuff.
Excellent.
Well, we play theaters and stuff like that.
Oh, there you go.
We play some bike rallies, which is outdoors, which is nice to have that.
Of course.
Sound there.
Yeah, you want the horsepower.
And then,
believe me, I know that.
But theaters and stuff like that, we're doing like every other band. We got the side banners, and of course you're not even seeing the cabinets now. So I got to thinking about it, and I thought, why am I lugging all this shit around? When I just use a 410 and let the PA and the monitors do its job.
There you
Exactly.
go, man. That's good. That's good thinking.
Yeah.
Good, very good.
And save my back. My guitar player is using a Kemper, so.
That's great stuff. Yeah.
You know,
Technology.
Where he
Right. Anybody who
Go ahead.
doesn't grasp the technology of everything, whether it's guitar playing or bass playing or even drumming, there's so much technology out there that makes your life a little bit easier as a musician, especially if you're hauling your own gear.
Right.
Yeah, especially like the Tech 21 stuff. That's so
No doubt.
small.
Tech 21 makes amazing stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's-
their fly rigs, whether bass or guitar, are just phenomenal stuff.
And
It
that
really
new
is.
Doug 21 pedal is
Right,
amazing.
Doug Panic pedal is also amazing. Yeah, I'm good friends with the guys over at Tech 21. It's great
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
So you got a new band, Mark? Is that what's going on with
Well, I
you?
have a new band that's coming out soon. The band's not completed yet. It's going to be called Animal Tactics, and I do have a phenomenal drummer and guitar player in the band with me right now, and we're actually in the middle of auditioning some lead vocalists, some frontmen.
Cool.
Yeah.
And the Christmas song you
Looking
made was
forward to
awesome.
it, brother.
Right. Well, you could see the band. We're not really playing. We did a Christmas video, and it's certainly online. If you look it up, it's Deck the Halls, Animal Tactics.
Yeah.
You could see it anywhere.
Okay.
Facebook.
Yeah, it's killer.
YouTube.
That's a
It's
great,
killer.
great video.
It was a lot of fun video. We threw it together. It literally took us a few days, to throw the whole thing together and play it and record it. And we had an incredible singer with us,
Yes.
Dina D, from Long Island, a female singer who's phenomenal. She sang the song, and it all turned out great. It's a good feel. It's a feel-good Christmas song.
Yeah, it is. It kicks ass, too.
Yeah, so take a listen to it. We did Deck the Halls.
Yeah, man, I definitely
Look it
will.
up on YouTube. It's there.
Yeah, man. Well, Terry, man, thank you so
Mark,
much.
Thank you for your time, brother.
man,
I appreciate you answering my question.
Right. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, we'll see you soon, buddy.
Thanks, Terry.
Yeah, I want to touch on. He was talking about the Stay Hungry era.
Yeah.
I was at the legendary Lemore's Easter show in when Stay Hungry, right before Stay Hungry came out.
Right, okay.
That was an amazing show. That was a moment in my life that I'll never forget. That was killer.
We here in the metropolitan area, if you're old enough, like we all are in this room, basically, we had a club scene second to none from around the world.
Yep.
The New York metropolitan area had such an incredible club scene right through the 70s into the early 80s before the drinking ages went up to 21.
Oh, yeah.
21, yeah.
If you could be a mediocre band, all right, a mediocre band, and play 6 nights a week and not hit the same club within a 100-mile radius of New York City for about 3 months.
Yeah.
All right, that's how big the club scene was. And now if you take the larger bands in the club scene, the biggest ones like Twisted Sister, The Good Rats,
Right.
Zebra,
Yep.
Southern Cross. I mean, there's a lot of bands out there, Crystal Ship. Those bands, we did even better.
Yeah.
Play the largest places. And again, we played forever. We played 5-6 nights a week and didn't hit the same club for months.
Wow, that's awesome.
And that's how big that club scene was. And it's unfortunate that it was really never documented because there's nothing like it anywhere. I mean, I've been around the world. I haven't seen anything or heard of anything like it.
No.
And it's gone. It's completely
Lemore's?
gone. Right. That you just brought up Lemoore.
Lemore's
which
in
was
Queens.
One of the one in Queens, was it?
Queens, yeah.
Yeah, Queens.
one in
the
Queens, one in
legendary one is
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn,
Lemoore,
yeah.
Brooklyn. But Lemoore East was in Queens.
Yeah.
Queens, yeah.
Forest Hills, I think it was. Right?
There's
Valley Stream?
No.
Elmhurst.
No.
It's like close to Elmhurst, over by the
Elmhurst.
Macy's.
Yeah, all right. It was. I think it was Forest
Yeah.
Hills.
Yeah, all I remember is right next. It was
Almost,
underneath the Continental Hotel.
Exactly. I remember that.
Mark,
That made it convenient.
Right. For some of us.
I had
Some of us.
I had the opportunity to play in Brooklyn, Lemore's. I opened up for Zebra years ago.
Oh, did you really?
That was a good
legendary
experience.
club run by great guys that
Yep.
we're good friends with. To this day, I still talk to them once in a while.
Okay.
The Parente brothers. It was a great club. It was legendary. They certainly treated Twisted and all the bands great. And why not? We made them a lot of money.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, the club scene was a great experience, and it's unfortunate that we do not have anything like that for up and coming bands to play in. There's bars.
Sundance
around, don't
was
get me wrong.
great.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. There's bars and there's clubs, but it's not like it was then because you could be a copy band or you could be an original band and still play.
Right.
Right.
Now everything falls on this tribute band thing
Right,
that's going on.
right.
And that's just really big. Or bands that specialize like on the 70s.
Yeah.
And we do have a lot of talent on Long Island with the
An
musicians and
amazing
the
amount
bands.
of talent and musicians,
Yep.
really an incredible amount. We never got recognized for
Yep,
it either.
it's
No.
true story.
Everybody really
Seattle
concentrates.
and stuff,
right? Seattle,
California,
LA, tremendous.
You know.
Long Island, really. I mean, we, like I said, I'll say it one more time. We had a club scene here second to none from around the world.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why we have our own rock and roll museum, Long Island Rock and Roll Museum.
Right.
If you just go there, it shows you the magnitude of how many talented
the Long
people
Island
that came
Music
out
Hall
from
of
here.
Fame.
Another
Another great place to check out.
But the memories are better.
Yeah.
They are.
Yeah.
They are.
Oh, you mean the
Unbelievable.
memories?
The memories.
The
Oh, that too.
memories.
I mean,
All right, I'm going to go to a quick commercial,
Yeah.
and we'll be right back. Check this out.
Everybody has been a village idiot at least one point in their life. I don't think there's any day that I've walked out of here without having at least 5 laughing fits, because the staff that we do pick here too, they're a little outside of the box. They definitely are, and that's how we like it.
A lot of stuff we make here is from scratch. It's a very affordable menu. We're always running different specials. We do have the best happy hour on the whole entire strip. You'll be happy when you leave, and you're going to want to come back, and then not only come back, but you can tell your friends and bring them back with you. My chefs are amazing. They put their heart and soul to everything we do. They have a passion for cooking, like I have a passion for owning a bar and bartending, and we've all been bartenders at one point or another. These are my managers, and they're my backbone. 2 years after initially opening in 2010, we expanded into the dining room, and now we opened a new place in Oakdale, Village Idiot Irish Pub.
I got together with my partner, John, who started the Village Idiot Pub in Patchogue about five and a half years ago. A lot of regulars, a lot of local Oakdale people who were extremely happy to see us put out a good product and renovate the entire place.
We wouldn't be here without our loyal customers, and without that huge fan base, we wouldn't be here if not for them. So I do appreciate my lovely customers that come here. There's something for everybody here. You have the theater, and you have all the different restaurants and the bars, you have down by the water. It's really amazing to see this revitalization of this town. There's no stopping the village of Patchogue from getting any better than it already is.
All right, we are back live with Mark Mendoza from Twisted Sister. Well, and look at
Look
that.
at that, man. You know,
What did I tell you?
perfect timing.
Hello, you are on the air, Motorcycle Mayhem Radio, with Mark Mendoza in the house.
Hello,
What do we
hello.
got?
Hello, Mike. Hello, John. Hello, Mark. I got a quick question for you, brother.
Go ahead.
Is Mark Mendoza? Is Twisted Sister actually going to do any more touring, or do they plan on doing any shows or anything like that around, say, Nashville area?
Well, right now, Twisted Sister is retired.
Right.
Okay. And as all the guys in the band say, we never say never.
Right.
But there is nothing going on now. Absolutely nothing. Everybody's doing their own projects.
Right.
And D's out touring, and he's doing great. And
Right.
JJ's doing his thing with his motivational speaking and appearances, and I've got a band, and I do a whole bunch of appearances and voiceovers, and so we're all doing different things right now. Eddie Ojeda has a hot sauce company. He's doing fantastic, yeah. Wow. So I can't say there's talk of it right now, but
What are you eating, a carrot?
Yeah, what is this guy doing? he's chopping on an apple.
Hey, an apple or celery? What are you doing, dude?
He's having dinner and calling in.
Sounds like he's picking out over there.
I'll tell you something right now. I'd pay for that ticket. I'm a child from the 60s and 70s.
Right.
As Johnny very well knows.
I certainly hope you'll pay for
I'll be
that.
hosting with him in Owensboro next week, but
Right.
which I'm really looking forward to. And I remember rocking to the Twisted Sister, all of them. I probably still have a couple of them around here, but that was just one of those bands that when you got it, you got it.
Yeah.
It was one of those. I covered a couple of the tunes myself as a lead singer. I was a drummer first, and then became a lead singer. But Mark, I think you guys are fantastic, and I would pay for that ticket, man. I would so pay for that ticket.
Well, just keep your eyes and your ears open, and you never know what's going to happen in the future. But right now, there's not much talk of us playing at all. We certainly did some appearances together and some other things, but we haven't played any shows, nor do we have any plans of it right now. But who knows? Everybody comes and goes. Kiss.
Yeah.
And,
They come back.
Everybody.
Kiss is gone? I never realized they left.
No. I'm not making fun of them either. I'm not saying anything. But
they're like cockroaches. When the world's gone, they're still going to be around.
Yeah, right. I love Kiss.
No, that's Keith Richards.
They're on there. They're on.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah, that's Keith Richards. But yeah, I do too. I actually got to. I used to stagehand stuff, local crew stuff, and I got to work with Kiss a few times, and I actually got to help you guys load in once. But
wait a minute, you're the guy who dropped my amplifier.
You owe Mark $500.
I swear to God, I never dumped your amp. But let me tell you something right now. Some of those damn bass rigs they weigh a friggin' ton.
That's right.
And you got to have 2-wheel dollies and move them suckers. And the way Terry Hudgens was talking about those damn amp pegs. Oh my God!
Well, I'll tell you,
I'm so glad I'm a drummer.
Well, I'll tell you what. When I knew you were on the crew, I filled up my amp cabinets with bricks and made you carry them. I got my bowling ball collection in the air.
Well, I love you guys. I really do.
Thank you,
Marcus. It's a pleasure to talk to you, man. I can't understand why Johnny doesn't have you in a Motorcycle Mayhem T-shirt. They probably don't make them in your size, but it's a pleasure to talk to you.
He will have one by the time he leaves.
Well, man, thanks for calling in. It's good talking to you.
Thank you,
See you next week.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
All right,
Bye.
peace. That's funny. Yeah, you guys were actually the epitome of the hair band, man. I mean, your hair in the 80s
Well,
were
one of
off
them,
the hook.
I mean, there was a lot of bands that had.
Yeah,
good
but you
hair
had the
and
hair like that, man.
Yeah, I
your
suppose
your
so,
hair
yeah.
walked in the room before you did.
Oh, yeah. It was definitely about the size of that doorway over there. Yeah.
I mean, holy crap. I mean,
You know what the best part about this interview is?
What's
You know,
that?
this is a motorcycle show. We've been talking about amps.
no, we
Bass
talked
guitars all night.
It's about everything today.
That's
Well,
okay.
yeah, I mean,
You know?
we'll have plenty more about motorcycles.
Oh yeah,
sure,
well
of
we
course.
have
Nice, still young.
the legendary Mark Mendoza in the studio with us. So give us a call. Say hi to Mark. Any questions about his bass or his amp or his motorcycle, whatever. Mark's open for anything tonight.
Any
So-
questions, whatever it is.
So Mark, tell us a good story.
Another good story. Okay, so we had back in the Come Out and Play days,
Great.
our tour. We did the song "Leader of the Pack." Of course, I don't know if you guys remember the
Yes.
video.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Back then, no one in the band rode a motorcycle except for me.
Right.
So we figured out that as we're on motorcycles, I had to be the closest to the camera because everybody else had a stunt double.
Did they really?
Oh, yeah, they had to. So we had guys who, except for myself,
Right.
but we had guys about the same size of everybody else in the band, and they wore wigs,
Right.
and they wore similar clothing, and they put our colors on,
Right.
We had Twisted Sister colors. So the guys in the band would take theirs off, give it to the Hollywood bikers, and these guys would get on and would ride, and I'd be the front one, bike near the camera, So, but we filmed a lot of that video, the riding points, in a park called Griffith Park in L.A. A lot of TV shows get filmed there. Okay. It is believe it or not, even though it's L.A., it's got hills, it's got banked turns.
Oh, wow.
It's almost part of it almost looks like a speedway.
Really? Okay.
So, for liability reasons, these guys wanted to make sure I could ride one of their bikes and not crash. So
Right,
they wanted
right.
to give me a road test. And D was like, watch this. Okay, not a problem. What do you want me to ride? Well, what do you feel like riding? Any of these bikes. What do you want? And they had a full dresser. They had a couple of standard, super glide looking
Right.
bikes.
Okay.
They had a 58 panhead chopper, with rigid frame, and they had an early 60s chopper with a swing arm frame in the
Right.
back,
Okay.
and so I was like, whatever you want me to ride. Well, they would laugh and go, I won't make you ride this panhead.
Rigid.
Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. They had no idea what I did because I had already been building bikes and riding for years. I mean, everywhere. So one of the guys tries to start the bike. It won't start. He's kickstart. And I'm like, and they're scratching their heads. I go, can I take a shot at the title here? So obviously, I mean, it's everyone knows it's got a coil, it's got spark plugs, and either you're getting a spark or you're not.
Right.
Well, I looked in the carburetor; it's got gas, right? Now, what's the next thing? It's not electronic ignition; it's points and condenser.
Right.
So I looked, and there's no spark. I'm like, okay. And the guy's, the key feels weird, So I look, give me. I take out my knife. I look behind it where the key was located. I bend the tab a little bit, right, and the actual key, the lock, the Bakelite back of it, the tabs are loose. So I just tighten everything up with a pair of pliers and bend it back in place, turn on, I give it a kick, and it starts. And they're like, how did you figure that out? I guess none of you guys are up on this, like working on a motorcycle. Maybe you ride them, So let's take the ride, So we go for the ride. Now, of course, as soon as I get 30 seconds later, I got the feel of the bike, and I'm zipping around these turns. But the one thing they said to me is, we want to see you stop on the banked roadway with us and turn the bike around.
Right.
Well, of course, it's got a long front end. It's
Right.
not. It's not an easy thing for someone who has never done it before, but to me it was nothing. So they go, stop here. So I stopped there and I push the bike back up and I use gravity to go around and I'm going back down and they're still trying to turn their bikes. I get back down to the bottom where all the filming crew is, the film crew is and everything like that. And they go, okay,
he can
win.
ride.
You can ride now. So we'll take it another step further. So we go through the whole thing and I became good friends with these guys. And at the end of the day, because we were there in the morning when the sun came up and we were leaving when the sun was going down, we used a whole day to film everything in Griffith Park where the car fell off the cliff and we were riding motorcycles and everything like that. So two of the guys come over to me. They go, what are you doing tomorrow? I said, no, I got nothing. He goes, well, we're filming another rock video and we got 11 bikes. We need 12 bikers. We only got 11. I said, well, whose video? We don't know. We're shooting it out in the desert. We got to be there at like 3 o'clock in the morning for when the sun comes up. Oh, it's summertime. Right. It's 105 in LA. Shit, yeah. So and it's even hotter in the desert. So I don't know. Someone may not want me in their video. So they go, all right, we're going to meet. Just go with us. We'll put you in the back if they don't. They don't want you in their video. So here I am. They pick me up in the morning. We're trailering all the bikes out there. We drive like 2 hours outside of LA. We're in the middle of nowhere. Pull into some rock formations, and here there's all the lights and cameras and everything set up in his trailers. And we pull in and start unloading the bikes. And I'm standing right next to the trailer. The door opens, and I look up, and I say to myself, wow, look at this. Is this convenient? It happens to be Phil Lynott from Thin Lizzy.
Right.
Wow. I don't know if everybody knows who he is. I mean, the guy's amazing talent. I knew him well back then. Right. And he looks at me and goes, what are you doing here? I said, well, what are you doing here? And he goes, well, we're filming my video. I said, well, I'm in your video. And he goes, and he gets this look on his face like, I thought he was pissed off. So he closes the door, and I'm like, this isn't going to go well. Even though I was friendly with him. Right. We toured with them in the 80s.
Right.
Played a lot of big festivals in Europe.
Sure.
The door opens, and his director comes out and says to me, it's Phil's video. He wants you to be in it. And Phil comes out, too, and I said, well, listen, I'm not here to do it. They just hired me as another biker,
right?
To ride. We got to ride in dirt and spin things around, and
right.
all Harleys, all big stuff. So he goes, no, he really wants to do. We'd like to rewrite the script, and part of the song, he has to be able to be singing the song on a motorcycle, but he doesn't know how to ride, so he wants to ride on the back of your bike. And I was kidding with them. I said, can I get one of those girls on but I'll take Phil Lynott if that's the way it has to be. So, and actually, if you go look up the song of Phil Lynott and you find the song, I'm 19. I'm 18? I'm 19. 19. I'm 19. I'm sorry. But, you look up the song. It's all over. You can see it on YouTube and stuff. And you can see, all the scenes that we did from very early in the morning in the middle of the desert to really late at night when it was actually cool in downtown L.A.
Right.
When we finished filming. So, I mean, it was a lot of hours. It must have been about 18 hours of on the scene. All kinds of filming.
So you ended up being in 2 videos.
2 days.
Well, I was also in another video, and I can't remember the name of the band. A couple of videos while I was out there. They hired me as an extra. You got to make sure people may not want me in their video. But I did a bunch of other things. I did with them. I did a commercial on TV for some insurance firm, and this is all back in the early 80s,
right?
Mid 80s, with these guys.
Surprised you haven't done no voiceovers. You got that voice.
I
do
voiceovers.
You do voiceovers.
Yes, I do,
and that's good money too.
Hey, we're on Mayhem Radio. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
I like it.
But it was. I had done a whole bunch of things to them. No, these guys, these bikers, these are the guys who were in Pee Wee Herman's movie.
Right.
Bikers. Great bunch of guys, man. Very funny to hang out with. They're all good guys, and so I mean that's how I met all of them when we originally did the what
Pee Wee Herman?
No, when we did Leader of the Pack video.
Leader of the Pack. Okay.
Wow. Another funny story about the Leader of the Pack video, right? So we're doing. This has nothing to do with motorcycles, but we're filming this part in downtown LA, the industrial area near one of those big concrete rivers.
Right.
And it's dark. It's at night, and they set up one of these tunnels right at the beginning of a tunnel, an old train tunnel.
Okay.
And they put up a stage. They wanted to look. You could see it in the video. So we're lip syncing, of course. We're lip syncing the song, and we get through one version of the song, and all of a sudden in the background you hear, we turn around and look in the tunnel, and here comes headlights. We all abandon ship, and you're like, oh, I thought this was an abandoned tunnel. And we run, we take off, and we realize that as it's coming towards us, it kind of makes a turn.
Oh, that's funny.
And it's not coming in a tunnel, but we're all like, here comes a train. We're in a tunnel. Yeah. No, it was very funny.
This ain't in the script.
Yeah, no, this isn't in the script.
We got someone in the line, Mark. Let's see who it is.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Welcome to Motorcycle Mayhem Radio with Mark Mendoza in the studio. Who do we got?
Oh, you got Jimmy Rhodes from Owensboro, Kentucky.
Jimmy Rhodes. How are you, sir?
Kentucky.
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing tonight?
We're doing very well.
Are you all looking forward to this weekend?
I certainly am. I cannot wait to get down to beautiful Owensboro.
Well, that's the reason I wanted to give you a call, let you know we still got a lot of things going on, and we're building in for the River City Power Sports Show.
Okay.
Got show bikes coming in, calls from all over the Mid-South and Midwest today, and just looking forward to having you guys down here and bringing your band of married gentlemen and your radio expertise to our show.
I cannot wait to get down there, and it's going to be exciting, I'm really looking forward to it. It's actually an indoor show.
Oh, is it really?
Yes, it's an indoor show. It's at the Owensboro, Kentucky Convention Center.
Wow.
In Owensboro, right?
Yes.
And we're going to have a good time, and I believe that is sponsored by Mile Marker 5 Kentucky CBD. Am I right?
That is correct. Mile Marker 5 CBD oil.
All right.
Made in Kentucky. That is our title sponsor.
Okay.
Backed by several of our local radio stations under the umbrella of Cromwell Radio Group. So we're excited to have those people along. Your buddy Larry Joe is going to be there with some Vet City information for 2019.
Can't wait to see him.
So we've got over 50 vendors.
Oh, okay.
And we've got a little bit of everything from custom motorcycle to custom metalwork to some ladies' fashion and things. So, we got to keep mom. We got to keep mom happy, or
That's
our
right.
daddy can't stay at the show all day.
That is correct. And we're going to be there. We're doing a live broadcast from there. And I'll be live all day. It'll be like one of those all day things. You know what I mean?
Nice.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome.
Yes. And
hey, just make sure everybody knows they can go on the Owensboro Convention Center, OwensboroTickets.com, buy their tickets in advance. If you're looking for something to do this weekend, it's $15 for the entire weekend.
Wow.
That gets you Saturday and Sunday.
Can't beat that.
And also on Saturday night inside the same convention center in one of the grand ballrooms upstairs, we'll have about 550, 600 people that stay, and we'll have a band out of Nashville, Tennessee. It's called Phoenix Rising.
Excellent.
And that is all part of the same ticket.
Nice.
Well, I can't wait to get down there, and I can't wait to get you on my show.
Right.
Well, let's do that. We talked about it at Vet City last October. We never got around to it.
Right.
So, Johnny, let's make it happen this weekend in Owensboro.
It's going to happen. I can't wait, man. Looking forward to seeing you.
All right. Love you guys' show.
Love you too, man. Thank you.
This weekend.
Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
There you go. You had a built-in commercial right there.
See that?
Yeah, nice.
I was waiting to go into that a little later, but
All right,
hey,
so he just did.
Now it's done.
I'm still going to go into it later anyway. But you know,
why not?
Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool. Like indoor. I got to say, I'm going to guess it's like the Javits Center.
Right.
Okay.
But they say it's the biggest one in Kentucky. And I saw some videos of last year, and it looks really wild. So, you know.
Very
I'm
cool.
going to swing down by Atlantic City on Saturday.
Okay.
And they have a bike show up there.
They do.
So I'm going to be up there representing us while we're up there. We're
Excellent.
going to
Cool.
see the promoters up there.
Excellent.
So if anybody's in Jersey, you can swing over there also.
So hello to the road captain. Oh.
Yeah.
So, okay. So where were we?
I don't know. We were talking stories.
You were doing the videos with the train coming.
Yeah. That was just a little sidebar there. But it was funny. It was scary when it first happened.
That must have been.
It was hilarious.
There's a train coming.
Running out of the tunnel
Because we
together.
couldn't hear it, with the music going. It was
Right.
loud, and we're lip syncing, and it ends, and then you hear, whoa! Everybody ran.
Were you ever able to take your bike with you on tour?
No, I was never lucky enough to have the room or a place to do that. But like I said, I was lucky enough just about everywhere to get a motorcycle.
Right.
Especially in this country, a lot of places that I would stay for a few days. Either I'd know a dealer or a custom shop or have friends.
Right,
I got friends everywhere to let me ride. So
right.
It's great.
Figure him walking into a dealership and saying, "I want a bike." The guy's going, "No."
Yeah, I don't think so. Give me that one right there.
I don't do it just like that.
But I'm just saying. I mean,
It's similar though.
More of a grunt.
I just said no to Mendoza. Hide me.
How about a bike?
Now that one in red with that blonde over there.
Yeah.
How'd you get the name Animal?
Well, Mendoza and Animal was two different separate nicknames from high school.
All right.
Yeah, so I had them before I was really in music.
West Hempstead, right?
Yeah, West Hempstead High School. Yeah,
Did his homework. You see that?
Oh, really?
I check the guy out.
Man.
Check everybody out.
That's what he does.
Yeah,
That's what I do.
A graduate.
So I
barely
remember
from
we
West
went to the
Hempstead High
same school together. Remember me?
No.
It was in Connecticut,
You're going back to the stories of people saying stuff. So, in that day that I walked in, let me do the first thing. This couple walks up to me, right? Hey, my age, the age of the guys here. And, and the guy goes, and I don't remember their names, their individual names, but the guy says, hey, man, hey, Mark, nice to meet you. And, I'm already rolling my eyes, believe me. My wife has an interesting story. Diane, tell him. And she says to me, I grew up about a mile from D.
Right. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I did. I grew up about a mile from D in Baldwin. I said, did you know him? No. Did you ever meet him? No. So what's the point of your story? Well, I thought it was interesting. Or maybe to you.
Yeah.
That's what I said, and I walked away, and that's what started that whole thing.
Oh, my God.
And I can go down the line.
Well, we got another phone call.
Yeah, let's see who's on the caller. You're on the air.
There you go.
Hello.
I am here.
You're on the air. Who do we have here?
Hey, Johnny Bear. How's it going, buddy?
Hey, what's happening? How are you?
I think I was hitting the
Hey,
source
good.
today, man.
This is Sparky.
Sparky?
Yeah.
How did you know, Johnny?
Of course I know your voice, Sparky. Now, I'm going to tell you something really cool about Sparky, okay?
What inside his head, there's two electrodes, and it goes once in a while?
I think so.
3 electrodes.
Sparky has a
platinum.
He has a platinum plug.
I'm packing to go back home tomorrow, so I'm kind of okay. Got a lot going on here. Plus, just tripping over beer cans and shit like that. Right?
That's all right. So,
how I am, Johnny. Gotta have that beers, right?
Exactly,
buddy.
Exactly. Let me tell the story.
Full moon today.
Let me tell you the story. All right.
Go ahead.
He has a book. Okay. That he has. He has a Facebook group called Bikers of the World.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
And he's got a book called At Large. Okay. It's a Harley Davidson book, and he wrote something in it, and his wife wrote something in it, and the book has been going around the country, and all over Canada, all over the United States.
Well, how does it get around?
It gets mailed to people. It was mailed here.
Okay.
It was on the show. I had it on the show with us.
I thought it rode its own motorcycle.
That'd be interesting.
And we're going to get it in a movie, actually.
Right.
That's our goal.
What do we do with this book?
We take the book, and we took it. We signed it.
Right.
I put a couple stickers in it, and then we mailed it to the next person. So I mailed it to Texas, actually, to a guy out there in Texas, and he has the book with his group, and they took pictures with it, and now he's mailing it somewhere else. So the goal is to get this book around the world and then back to him.
Right.
With all the signatures and shit. That's a really cool concept.
It is actually a pretty cool concept.
So maybe we get that book to Mark one of these days, and he'll sign it.
We should
What do you
find
think?
like a person
that'd be cool.
to do that
That'd
too.
be real cool,
Yeah.
Mark.
A person.
Shit, buddy.
Send a person around the country signed.
Around the world and just sign it.
Let us know when you get to
Put
Japan.
postage on the forehead.
Oh shit! If it goes to Japan, that's it, man. I'm moving out of the country.
Well, I guess we could do Rod. He has the biggest forehead. We get more stamps.
There you go, man.
There we go.
Just get me the chili or
Why
something.
isn't anybody sitting? Why isn't anybody sitting in that seat gets dumped on?
I don't know. Is that
Is
what
that the
Mario
chair?
sits?
Is that the dunce chair or something? Because it doesn't deserve
You
it.
got what's brought up about his cigar page, right?
Oh, God.
I don't know.
man.
Oh God, cigars. I totally would ask Rod, hey bro, are cigars made in Japan or what?
No.
Oh my God.
But I can't.
I don't know.
I only got to tease him. I'm not. Fuck. Come on, man.
He needs another cold
Yeah.
one too. And straighten him right out.
Alrighty.
All right, Sparky, listen, thanks for calling the show, brother.
All right, bud. We'll talk to you next Next time, I guess.
You got it, my friend. Love you, brother.
Okay, cheers, man. We'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.
I guess Sparky Spark isn't sparking. Wow.
It is sparking.
His tabs are broken.
He's
There's not a whole lot of neurons firing from here up.
but it's a cool concept, though. The book. It's a real nice book, you know.
Sure.
We had it on the show. You know, we did it and we mailed it out. And,
Right.
Yeah.
And the book goes over Harley Davidson's, the motors.
Right.
I mean, it's a really good read too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You know, so it has everything from 1908 all the way to up to
Of course.
2011. I think it's
That's where it ends.
that it
Okay.
ends.
It's a hard book to find too.
It is a hard book.
Yeah.
to
Very
find.
hard.
Well, it's because it's in the mail.
Right,
all
it's
the
in the
time.
mail all the time. They only made that one copy.
That's right.
Maybe you'll get it mailed to you, right?
Yeah,
Maybe.
with a cigar.
Doubt it. I doubt it, but maybe.
Wait, didn't he sign it? Didn't you sign
No,
it?
I didn't sign it.
No,
No, you didn't sign it?
No, you sent it out before I could sign it.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Did
That's
you sign it?
That's a dick
You
move.
signed
I
it.
signed it.
But we were both here. Why didn't you sign it
where
that
were you?
night?
You were here.
You were here.
Was it? I don't.
You see, this is what I got to deal with. So,
The alcohol was flowing again that night.
hey, so we got Mark Mendoza from Twisted Sister in the studio with us tonight, hanging out. He is a biker. He's a legendary bass player from a legendary band.
Yeah.
You have any good stories from making the videos?
I just told
Told
you.
me one.
No.
You want some more?
No. Making the We're Not Going to Take a video.
We're not going to take it. Yeah, that was obviously that started out in the house, and we were the kids in the family, and morphed into ourselves. But the interesting part of that, and I told part of this on the other show.
Right. We
Jim's
got
show.
this is a total different audience.
That's
here,
okay.
though. Yeah.
That's okay. Well, part of this, a lot of crazy things happened during making that video. When you see our father or the father in the video getting catapulted out the glass doors and over the balcony,
Right.
the actual. They didn't set the catapult mechanism up properly,
Right.
and the stuntman went through, and he broke both his legs hitting
What?
that balcony, and then came down, and he was unconscious when he hit the ground.
Holy shit.
Because they just wrong angle and stuff. So that was no, it was crazy. I mean,
Crazy,
I thought
yeah.
the guy was really badly hurt.
Can you imagine that?
He
Whoops.
fractured both legs.
Wow.
Doing that stunt. But yeah, the part when you see the kid in the room and the father's yelling at him saying, you know, I carried an M16, you carried that guitar, you
Right.
know, and he yells at him. And
What you
everything.
gonna do with your life?
Well, the actor is Mark Metcalf, the father, who's famous from Animal House. You know, great guy, great actor.
Yeah.
You know, but when he came to do it, he wasn't angry enough in that scene when he was yelling at his son.
Right.
All right. He wasn't angry. So the director kept saying, cut. So finally we started picking on him. I mean, and my band, my guys, it's a rough bunch. If, you know, everybody's got a big mouth. And we started going. So if you notice when you watch that video, he got so angry that he was actually drooling and spitting. You know, so if you watch the video, you can see that. That's because he's angry at us because we're picking on him.
He was really angry at you.
Oh yeah. So I mean that was part of that.
You got the job done.
Video. Got the job.
Got the
done.
job done.
We got the job
Got
done.
the
Oh, my God.
Legendary video.
It is a
a lot of
legendary
fun.
video. Hey, anybody in the feed rod that they want to asking him any questions?
I've been checking up. Nobody's got some questions.
No one's feeding.
You guys are like the original groups that started the whole video concept that came out with MTV.
We were
I mean,
one
you,
of them.
you were
We were one of them.
groundbreakers. You were groundbreakers.
Well, the videos were because no one had really done videos like that before that. They were just bands playing and stuff.
Right.
So we really turned out to be cartoon characters.
right.
We really did.
Your videos actually tell the story about the song about you know,
yeah, absolutely.
which was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was kind of. We included some parts of movies that we liked, like especially Animal House.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
We were big on Animal House.
That's great.
Yeah.
So
Who's on the phone now?
Okay, we got
That's
a call.
Geneva.
Well, actually, there's a call. We're gonna come back to Geneva in 1 second. Hello, you're on the air, Motorcycle Mayhem.
Hello.
Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
How you doing?
What's up, baby?
How you doing?
How you doing?
This
What's
is-
up? What's up, baby?
How you
This
doing,
is
baby?
Jane Morris. She is our PR.
I'm
for the
good.
show.
Yeah.
Oh, is she really?
Yes, she is.
Then
Jane?
why is she calling in then?
Yeah.
Listen at you,
She's
Mike.
doing some work. Get out there and do some PR
You're
work.
talking sexy, Mike.
Hey,
Let
how
me
you
go
doing,
get Bob.
Go get Bob, baby. Baby, you should charge that Bob up for me, baby.
Right. Do you have a question for Mark Mendoza?
I do. And this may be a cheesy question, but I'd love to know what his favorite song to perform is.
My favorite song, Twisted Sister song, you mean?
Any song.
Oh, any song. Wow, that's a big one. I'll stick with TS stuff for now.
Yeah.
Because that's what I did professionally most of the time. I'm going to give a broad answer, and I'm going to bring it down a little bit. I love everything we do. There is never a time when I got on stage and didn't have a great time and love what I do. Of course, the hits made us all famous and made my wallet real thick, and and I appreciate all of that. Like I said, I love all the songs. I really do. I mean, they all came from a great place and took a lot of work to get them there. But some of my favorite songs would be like "Burnin' Hell," "Can't Stop
song.
Rock and Roll."
Oh, yeah.
"Can't Stop Rock and Roll" has an amazing message behind it.
Yes.
And that time was great. "We're Not Gonna Take It" has an amazing message behind it. It's all a lot of fun to say. There is nothing that TS does that I don't love to play.
Right.
There really isn't. I
Yeah.
got to say everything. Yeah. Why? What's your favorite song?
Good answer. Do what?
What's your favorite song?
TS song?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
We're not going to take it.
Is it really?
Yeah.
You want me
Why?
to sing? You want me to sing it for you, Jane?
Right.
Sure. Go ahead, Johnny. Sing it to me.
I'll break down. I'll get kicked out of my own show. Walk me like, get the fuck out of here.
Oh yeah, all right.
Karaoke at its
Okay,
worst.
well, I just wanted to know.
Thank you, Jane. That's Jane Morris, everybody. The beautiful Jane
that's
Morris.
You're very
Lovely.
welcome. And Johnny, suck my dick.
Dominic.
Whoa, man, that's brutal.
All right,
If she has one, you guys are all in trouble.
Terry Hudgens just put on it on the feed. "Under the Blade" is his song.
Great song.
Great song.
It really is. And
Absolutely.
it's so funny. We got so much from the PMRC, the Parent Music Resource thing, about "Under the Blade," think it was a sadomasochistic
Right.
song. It wasn't.
Right.
Eddie Ojeda had polyps on his voice box, and he was going for an operation, and that's where the song came from.
Really?
That's what he got it from. It had nothing to do with any of that. It was Eddie Ojeda going under the blade.
Wow.
To remove some polyps from his throat.
Oh my
His
God.
voice box.
We have
Hold on, John.
Yeah.
I just Lynn Gainey here. She says the first album I bought even had the PMRC label on the plastic wrap.
Yeah, exactly. What a waste all that was. Right?
I'm gonna.
PMRC.
How did you feel when that whole thing went down?
Everything goes in cycles. I mean, if you look music in the history, there was always the bad guys and the bad boys, and over time it kind of all disappeared.
Right.
And it would move up to the next form of music. So
Right.
what's in the target now? The hardcore rap. I mean, everything gets its bad rap. No pun intended.
Right.
But
Right.
every type of music gets its bad part if it's got an edgy bit to it, whether it's heavy metal or rap or hip hop
Right.
or even some of the 50s. Look at Jerry Lee Lewis.
Right.
Man.
Right.
Tell me about that guy. Right, all the bad news that he brought around for
Right.
himself.
The Beatles had the shit same thing.
Yeah,
They
the
went
Beatles
after
had
him,
it. I mean, it goes with everything. So,
Yep.
we singled out. No, I mean, Iron Maiden got it.
Right.
Black
Oh, yeah.
Sabbath got it.
Black Sabbath
Judas
definitely
Priest
got it,
it
yeah.
all. So, Motley Crue, they were certainly,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
had problems with this stuff too. But
Yeah.
it all goes in cycles.
That's right.
When something happens and they want to blame it on the music, or
Right.
they want to blame it on something
They
else.
have to
that's
blame
just the way it
somebody.
goes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, we
But
have another-
it didn't do any damage to our career.
Right.
That's
No.
for sure.
Actually, if it did anything, it helped it.
Helped
Exactly.
it,
We have another phone call.
Uh-oh.
Okay, you're on the air with Mark Mendoza. Who do we got?
Hello, hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Bob.
You're on the air.
Speak.
This is Ron Finch.
Who's this?
Hello.
I said this is Ron Finch.
Oh, how you doing,
I
Ron? How are
talked
you?
to you in Cincy.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing fine. How about yourself?
I'm doing very well.
Well, good.
What's going on?
Well, not a whole lot. I got an email from you this morning, and my wife told me, and I'm not a computer guy at all, but that's okay. And so then she said that you want me to give you a call this evening between 8 and 10.
Okay.
And I got home and I said, oh man, I forgot to call Bob. So then I walked back to the studio and here I am.
Well,
Well,
this,
he's not a computer guy, but he's not a speaking guy either.
I'm definitely not a computer guy.
Since when do everybody call up and do business during the show?
Well,
this is unbelievable.
This is not Bob. This is Johnny from Motorcycle Mayhem Radio.
I thought we were talking the swing blade.
Yeah, no. Well, welcome to the show, right? I believe.
I thank you.
Now, Bob, can you tell everybody where you're from?
Yeah, I'm from Pontiac, Michigan, and I was in Cincinnati, Ohio, to the Easy Rider Motorcycle Show.
Right.
When I talked to Bob,
Is this Billy Bob Thornton?
What's the name?
And if you want, I can call back sometime when he's there, or I can give you my number and he can call me back.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna call you back off the air after the show. Okay.
We're doing a live show right now.
Thank you very much, man.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye. Yeah, I think
Let's
there
just
was
call up during the show and do some business.
Actually,
Wow.
I'm going to make a phone call, okay? Because this girl, Geneva, I was talking to you about Geneva before. Right. She was calling in before.
Okay.
She is awesome. You talk to her for 1 second. Let's give her
Have
a
you
call.
talked to her before?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Geneva.
okay.
No, she's normal.
Nobody's normal so far. You got Sling Blade on the phone.
I reckon.
Hello, Geneva.
Hello, hun.
I'm laughing my ass off, and I'm sick as hell.
I know you're sick.
Does Ryan think that he's calling Bob Johnson?
Yes. I think that's the mix up we had.
That's funny. That's the dude probably don't even know he was on the air.
No, he didn't know. He had no clue. No.
So anyway, like I texted you earlier and said I'm not going to call in because I'm sick as shit. But
okay.
Anyway, and I've been having like high blood pressure situations and stuff, but Mark's on there, so now my blood pressure is like way the fuck up there. He's awesome.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to tell you, Mark, man, your stories are so interesting, and I love it.
Well, I appreciate it. It's the entertainment value, and they're all true. I mean, I don't make up anything. I really don't. They're all true. But yeah, everybody gets entertained by all the stories, and I probably got more than I can remember.
Man.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I've been on tour for 25 years, so I'm right there with you. We actually did a show with Twisted Sister in Colorado about 10 years ago, something like that. And it was with Vince Neil was Friday night, and then you guys were Saturday. And actually, Dee was the Grand Marshal of the parade coming into the event. So that
was in
cool.
Colorado? Colorado, you
yes,
said?
and I can't remember the name of the event because you know how they all go together.
Where in Colorado? Do you remember?
I don't know. It was 100 years ago.
100 years ago?
But it was great.
She sounds pretty good for
140. One of my favorite places in the country, but it was really cool to see Dee ride in on the bike, because we actually, we played Friday night. We opened for Vince, and then Saturday night it was TS. And we were actually headed out of town, so we passed the parade, and Dee was just getting it. It was just cool as shit. But I just wanted to, I wasn't going to call in tonight because I'm not well, but I just want to tell you, man, great job. I love your stories. This is very entertaining.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Geneva.
And I'm going to show him your video in a little while.
Johnny, hopefully I might see you this weekend. I hope so.
I hope so, too.
I'm working on getting better. I'm doing all kinds of vitamins and stuff, so.
Okay, good.
I love Kentucky and Owensboro, and just shout out to everybody. Y'all come see us.
All right, well, you go get some rest and you feel better, and hopefully I see you this weekend.
I'm gonna watch the rest of the show.
Nice.
Well, rest and watch the show.
See y'all later.
Bye.
All right, take care.
Feel good. As a matter of fact,
where is she from?
She is from Tennessee, Nashville.
Tennessee. Okay, yeah.
We love her. She's so great. We had a great time with her. And Dustin is another guy who's an artist.
Dustin Lee Benefield.
And he kicks ass too. We had a great time with these people. I'm going to show you the video. Well, you can hear it. I'll show it to you later.
All right.
But I'll play it. I'll turn the volume up a little bit so you can hear it. All right. So I'll put the video on right now. And
put the video on right now.
And we are back. Okay, Mark, what'd you think of that?
Oh, okay. Oh, great song, man.
That's good shit, right?
Good song, good production. Yeah,
That was kick-ass, right?
And that's Geneva's.
That was Geneva.
Singing.
You just spoke to, yep.
Right. Oh, very cool.
Yep,
Great
yep.
job she did.
Her husband Dwayne playing drums.
Oh, good.
And that
Yeah,
was
the great
Terry
job
on-
they did. Yeah.
Terry on bass.
Very
And
cool.
The video is amazing.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I didn't see
Yeah.
the whole thing. He was just showing me on his
Yeah,
phone.
yeah,
but
you watch it.
I'll watch it
It's-
when we're through here. Yeah,
It's
without doubt.
it's Vet City.
Good song.
Yeah.
Vet City. I heard her singing it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Maybe we can get you guys out there to play.
You never know,
Never
right?
know.
You
Right?
never know. Yeah.
You know, animal
Animal
tactics,
Tactics,
right?
right.
Yeah, animal tactics. I can't wait to hear that.
Right.
That's going to be
We'll
awesome.
have Animal Tactics on Motorcycle Mayhem Radio.
That's right.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, Rod, who's on the feed? And they got any questions, or what are they saying out there? Talk to
No,
us.
a lot of people on the feed though. We got Frank Trudeau's out there.
Okay. Hollywood and Fitch. That's Hollywood and
Hollywood
Fitch.
Twitch.
Hollywood and Fitch. Twitch.
Carl
Wow.
Eversole, John Frew.
John Frew.
Yeah.
John Frew, big fan of the show. Yep.
Christy Derrick, our friend from down south.
Oh, yes, Christy.
Geneva, of course. Sherry, one badass biker chick, is on listening.
Yes, and you know what? While you mention that, I'm going to mention that too. Okay. One badass biker chick. If you have a lady, a special lady in your life, and you want to buy her some really cool biker stuff, man, because she's got, what she got? Mike, got pocketbooks, and
Pocketbooks, handbags,
all that stuff, right?
Yeah, you got the women's clothing.
And I didn't realize she was in Cincinnati this weekend.
She has all kind of jewelry.
You know,
Where's
she's
she
all over the
from?
place.
She got a regular store someplace?
She don't have a store. She goes to the bike events,
Oh,
like
okay.
all over the country.
Gotcha.
And hopefully she's in Owensboro this weekend. It'll
I
be
thought
awesome.
she said she was going to be there.
She's gonna be there.
Yeah, I thought
I
so.
hope so, because you know what? Check out the stuff there,
cool
man.
stuff.
One badass biker chick. That's OBABC. Check her out on Facebook.
You sure that's how
That's it. OBABC.
ABC.
That's it.
Yeah.
Check her out on Facebook and go. You can buy stuff on Facebook from her.
Right.
Good stuff, man. So I'm sorry. Now go ahead. Rod.
Lynn Gainey's on here. She's very active with the feed tonight. She absolutely loves you.
Nice.
What's her name?
What's not to love?
She's a newbie, Lynn Gainey, if I'm pronouncing it right. But she's been on the feed tonight. She's a brand new listener, and we appreciate you listening tonight.
Welcome home.
Let's see, Donna Munoz, a listener many times. John Blake is on. Jay Duncan, and this guy that we probably all know, Michael Egan's on, listening up.
Michael Egan.
Michael
Good.
Egan, yes.
I believe it was just his birthday.
Was it?
Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Mike. Yeah.
If it was, happy birthday, my friend.
Happy birthday, my friend. Yes.
Yeah.
So, go ahead. Keep going.
There's a lot of people on here, and they're loving the show. They're loving the stories. A lot of people laughing their asses off at these stories. Lynn, if you're tempted to call, stop getting tempted.
Yeah,
Just
get
call.
on the phone. The phone's been ringing all night.
Yeah.
People want to talk to Mark.
All right,
so
give
come
out
on.
the number one more time.
Yeah, 877-917-5263. It's on the screen right now. So give us a shout. Talk to Mark. Nobody wants to talk to us.
Right.
They want to talk to you.
Ken Dodge has a question for Mark.
Go ahead.
There we
Do
go.
you have a workout regimen?
A workout regimen?
Yeah.
Well, it depends on what time of the week and where I am. It really does. Not constantly. I have a lot of injuries, believe it or not, so I have to be careful what I do.
Okay.
And as you get older, they get worse.
Yeah.
You know, so
You ain't shitting.
Oh man, I'll tell you, it's rough. You know, it's tough. I have a bad right shoulder, so it's tough to raise my hands up all the way over the right side.
Right.
And I've got a bad knee, and I try to take care of my wrists, but my left wrist
Right.
is pretty screwed up, and I got a bad ankle also.
Wow.
So it's tough. You know, it really is.
Yeah.
And they want to do surgery on things, and I won't let them. You know, I'd rather be injured than not.
I'll
You know,
walk it off.
I don't trust it. So I do things. It's mostly light weights. I walk a lot. I can't run because of my knee.
Mm-hmm.
So I walk a lot. I do light weights. I do a lot of push-ups,
Okay.
sit-ups, things like that. Keep
Right.
what little I have left. I try to keep in shape. You know.
Well,
So,
you need to get on the stage, and you're jumping around all the time up there, and
Yeah,
you know.
it I don't ever run out of energy. I
Right.
mean, never, without a doubt, I never run out of
No.
energy. So, yeah, I guess that
Even
helps.
Dee Snyder, when we saw him up at Blackthorn,
Dee's
61 years old, is sick what he does up there.
Exceptional condition. Dave.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
Just
Because he don't eat
exceptional.
carbs.
What's that?
He don't eat any carbs.
No, he doesn't.
And you know, it's
He
funny
doesn't.
you say that because I had bad knees and I did the keto diet. After 3 days, my knees stopped hurting.
Really?
Yeah, amazing.
It wasn't the keto diet.
And that was,
He did say he
It's
lost.
what you
He lost
took.
a lot of money those 3 days.
It's the drugs and alcohol he was taking.
Speaking about keto, I gotta mention. Hold on, Napa Tandies.
Nice.
Hold on.
Yeah.
We're gonna mention Napa Tandies. So let me get rid of this because that's in the way. I control everything from right here. Here's the whole brains right here.
Where? I don't see any brains.
We've been saying that for months.
Yeah, really. Where's the brain?
If you live in
Go ahead.
the Long Island area,
Yes.
okay,
Yep.
of Northport or Smithtown, right, you got hold on. I'm going to put this on hold for a second. You're on hold for 1 second.
1 second.
Smithtown or Northport, check out Napa Tandies, man.
Great place.
They got
Napa Tandies.
Yep, they got great place. We're actually putting a bike night together at the one in Northport because they got a big parking lot on the side.
Right.
So we're gonna put a bike night there one night.
They got to let me know.
Of course.
I'm going to appear there for you.
Of course.
Come
Yes.
out right over there. And
Oh,
hang
that'd
out
be
with
awesome.
everybody.
That'd be great, man.
Sure.
Smoke cigars?
No, I don't. No.
And then you got the one.
Fake it.
Anytime you want to ride, I ride all the time.
That's right. He does.
I love
He's the
riding.
man.
I love it.
I love it.
And we got the one in Smithtown. If you want to go see a show, maybe you'll be playing there.
Okay.
They got the big stage in Smithtown.
Yeah, you never know, right?
You never know. So check that out. And then if you are in the North Carolina Garner area, check out Crafty's Burgers and Brews. Great place, man. You don't drink beers, but they have an awesome beer selection there.
Yeah.
All the locals in North Carolina and shit, oh, it's so good. The food is amazing. Check them out. They're in the White Oak Shopping Center in Garner, North Carolina. And then also check out Good Times.
Temporary laid
Yeah,
off,
good
good times.
We're so mad.
74.
Boy. Hey, guys, don't quit your day gigs.
Wait, you said you were interviewing for singers, man. I'm right here for
Mark's
you.
like, look at the time. I got to go.
Don't
I work
quit-
for the government.
Don't quit your day gigs.
Check out Good Times at 774 Sunland Parkway in Garner, North Carolina. Go get your food on, man. And they got the Motorcycle Mayhem Burger, and they'll have the Road Captain Burger there as well. So check out those places. Mark, we have another phone call.
All right, let's
So
have it.
let's get it here. Huh?
I'm hoping it's a good one.
Hold on, you're on the air.
Hello?
It's always a good one, Mike, when I call in.
There you go,
Uh-oh.
girl. I like this.
Who's this?
Hey, guys, it's Sherry from
Sherry.
One Bad Biker Chick.
Hey. How you doing, Sherry? How are you?
Hey, I'm good. I just got back from Cincinnati from the Easy Rider show. Saw Bob.
How was that show? Was it good?
I liked it.
All right.
But I was real close to Jasmine Kane, too.
Oh,
so
Jasmine
I didn't
Kane.
like it at that point.
Yeah,
right?
she rocked the shit out of there. I heard up there.
She did, man. She rocked it and rocked it some more. So it was good to see her. Good to see Bob.
Yes, I'm sure it was. I'm sure it was.
Phoenix was with me. We had a great time.
Phoenix is
This
my girl.
Week we're gonna be in, oh, yes, she is. This week we're going to be in Kentucky
Okay.
with you guys.
Yes, you'll be with me, and I'll be with you.
Yes,
There you go.
yes. Oh, well, we're going to have a threesome because Phoenix is going to be there.
Oh, excellent.
We're out. Phoenix will be there.
I know, but I can't make it. I'm not going to be there.
No,
Yeah,
Mike won't be there.
Either will I.
Oh, God.
I'm going to be the Godfather. You know,
You
I got
get the
I got fam.
Godfather.
I got the Godfather thing. You know what I'm saying? So you know what? You know, if I didn't have to be the Godfather, I'd come up there, but I have to take care of business down here. You know?
There you go.
Hey, capiche?
Yeah.
You capiche?
Capiche,
All
capiche.
right.
But yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing you, Sherry, and we're gonna rock that place.
All right, we sure are.
All right. So listen,
We will. All right.
I have another phone call coming in, so I'm gonna get back to you.
All right, babe. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
too.
Bye bye now.
Bye, Sherry.
All right. Bye, guys.
Okay, we had a call coming in. I'm gonna call them back right now. That's what we do.
All right, we call
We
back.
call you.
I see.
You're not going to hang up on us.
You don't hang up on me, damn it.
Hello.
Hello, you're on the air, Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. Who's this?
Hello, hello.
This is Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello, we got Mark Mendoza in the studio. You want to say something?
Hello.
to him?
Let's see how many times we can make her say hello.
We can't get through.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
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 You're on the air.
What the fuck?
Oh, man.
Hang on.
What do we got here?
Bad connection.
Well, let's try this again.
Right.
Who are you?
Is there
That's a
full
bad
moon out
connection.
there?
Holy-
There's got to be a full moon.
That's-
Okay.
I don't hear it.
You need to pay your cell phone bill so you can talk to us.
Can you hear me now?
Hey, man.
Oh, she can hear us.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, this is Lynn Gainey from Mobile, Alabama.
Oh, nice.
Hi.
All right.
Let's go Alabama. Are they kicking ass or what?
I'm not watching the game. I'm watching you guys and I'm loving this.
I'm
Nice.
glad.
Awesome.
Did you like the page yet? You got to like and follow us.
Right.
I did.
Excellent.
I came friends with him on here a couple of weeks ago, And he had it on his page, and I'm like, what the hell? Mark Mendoza. Yeah.
Okay, you know what? You got your radio on.
You gotta lower your radio
in the back.
Okay. You got it?
We got it. You sound perfectly clear to us now.
Right.
I like it. So
okay, cool.
So what are you saying now? You want to say hi to Mark? Is that what you want to do?
I do.
Go
Mark
ahead.
and Twisted Sister was like one of the things I ever bought.
First album.
First album you ever
Is
bought?
that what she said?
Yeah.
All right.
First album I ever bought with a little PMRC bullshit on it.
Well, you have my
And,
condolences.
I've never done this before, so I'm like nervous.
We can tell, but that's okay.
It's okay.
I'm nervous too.
Good.
I have no idea what's going on.
You think you have no idea?
Always been a friend of Twisted Sister.
Right.
Right.
You guys were my idols.
Okay.
Okay.
We're having a bad.
I think it's a bad connection.
Is she
It's a bad connection, yeah.
Or she's getting emotional and
You
she's,
wanna
and
call
she's
me
crying.
You're getting all choked up here.
Right.
No, wait. Okay. What's your name first of all?
This is Lynn Gainey.
Lynn.
Oh, this is Lynn. Oh, okay. Now, Lynn, can you hear us? Okay.
I can hear you fine.
Okay. Now you got Mark Mendoza sitting here. He can hear you, so you can talk to him.
Hi, Mark. This is Lynn Gainey I'm actually a little south of Irvington. I'm in Irvington, Alabama.
Well, hi, Lynn. How are
But
you?
I listen. Go ahead.
I don't think she hears me.
She hears you.
Does she?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hi, Lynn. How are you?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm good considering. I heard you talking about injuries, and I'm sitting here with a second foot surgery on my right foot for a bone spur that I had on my heel, so I've been out of work for a few weeks.
Well, you know what? This is going to turn in from motorcycle mayhem to give a Dr. Mendoza a call. He'll talk you through your injuries.
There he is.
Dr. Animal Mendoza.
The doctor's in the house.
The doctor is in the house.
Right on. But
Right. How did you know we had a foot fetish at this place? Though? right to the foot.
hey,
Oh.
Oh my God. Okay. Well,
I
listen.
just tell them I'm one-legged woman in an ass-kicking contest.
There you go.
Whoa.
There you go.
Yeah, it's tough from Alabama.
Oh my God. Well, listen. We got more phone calls coming in, and you have a great night. Thanks for calling the show.
All right, I do want to tell Mark that I did have the honor of meeting him several years ago when he was touring here in Mobile with Adrenaline Mob. And I got a picture with him, and about a year later, I saw not Twisted Sister, but Quiet Riot, and Frankie Benelli and I had a real nice conversation about him.
What band did you say I toured with?
No, AJ.
Oh, AJ Pirro, yes. He was in Adrenaline Mob.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Yes, I saw him, and that was right before he ended up passing away.
Yeah,
Wow.
without a doubt.
Wow.
We miss him.
Yeah.
Yes, he was a great
We
drummer.
really do miss him.
He really is.
Great
I got
guy.
actually. I
He
got.
was
Great
very
guy.
awesome.
Yeah.
Do I have it in here? I don't have it in here. I do actually have it in here. I have a great picture. No, I don't have it in there. Sorry. I have a picture of you on your bike with AJ on his bike. I can pull it up. Let me keep talking.
Keep pulling it up.
Go ahead. I'm pulling it up.
Keep talking.
The professionalism
Right.
here.
Yeah,
Don't you love
right,
it?
right.
But Mark,
Especially-
about a year ago after that,
Go ahead.
I got to see Quiet Riot over in Biloxi, Mississippi. And Frankie Benelli and I had a little conversation after the concert. And he actually gave, we had a really nice talk about AJ. And I got a autographed drumstick.
Right, Frankie
for my
Benelli is
birthday.
right. Frankie Benelli is the drummer, legendary drummer in Quiet Riot, and he is a great drummer, and he's a great guy. There's no two ways about it. Yes, and he and AJ were fairly close, and
Yeah, but it hurt my heart when AJ passed away.
And it hurt a lot of people.
Yeah.
We miss him dearly. We really do. We miss him
I
dearly.
got the picture up.
Not one day goes by that, I talk to D and JJ all the time, and Eddie Ojeda, and not one conversation goes by and we don't talk about missing AJ Pirro, So,
Right.
without a doubt.
Yeah, I just put the
And,
picture up.
we just losing Vinnie Paul recently. They were on tour with Hell Yeah when it happened.
Wow.
Right.
Paul.
Right.
That stinks.
That
No, it
breaks
doesn't.
my heart. That's
But,
awesome. Thank you for sharing that picture.
Yes,
Yeah.
you're welcome. All right, listen, thanks for calling the show. We have another call coming in.
Thank you, guys.
And
You're welcome.
Awesome. I love it, and I will be a fan forever now.
Excellent.
Thank
We
you.
love
And
you.
have a
All
good
right,
night,
Lynn.
Mark.
Thanks, Lynn.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
That's one thing with you guys, with Twisted Sister. I mean, you guys never, you guys are like family. You guys stick together. When I do the Melissa run with him and stuff like that, he always gives you the props. If you're there, if you're not there, he gives you a shout out. He gives you your love. I mean, that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely. Twisted Sister's always been a very charitable organization.
Yeah.
Whether
Yeah.
it's individually or collectively, we do a lot of charity and don't look for a pat on the back for
Yeah.
it.
Right.
We really don't. We do what we have to do and get things done, and it's very touching, and it's great to see some of the results from the things that we do. Because again, we don't ask for any recognition. A lot of it goes by with no recognition, and we don't care. Just as long as we know we do good.
You do
That's
good.
it.
We do good with the charitable part. Sure, of course.
You guys do great, man.
Yeah.
And on that note, I'm doing one more commercial here. We'll be right back.
I've been riding these Long Island roads for over 3 decades now. Had a lot of different bikes, met a lot of riders, managed to love every minute of it. That is, until I came across a driver who wasn't paying attention. Or even worse, driving like I didn't exist. Like you, I've seen my share of the tragic results of motorcycle accidents. I know what to do in the aftermath. I'm Mike Levine Esquire, and I'm one of you.
Get a lawyer who shares the road with you. Motorcycle Mike's your man.
Motorcycle Mike is your man.
I
That's
love
right.
the professionalism here.
Don't you love it? I mean,
It's amazing. Yeah.
I
We're back. No, we're not back. We're back.
we're back. I'm not going to tell you. We're back.
We're back. We're back.
Guess what? We're back. So,
I got to press this button over here.
yeah, I press buttons. That's what I do.
Yeah,
exactly.
I press buttons and stuff.
Stop pressing the buttons. All right, I got a question from Ken Dodge.
Okay.
What Harley do you ride, Mark?
You're stealing my questions,
Right.
fucker.
What Harley do I ride? I have 4 bikes right now that are in running condition, and a few others that are in various states of rebuilding. The last bike that I built was a few years ago, and it is a 2001 Street Glide that's been converted into an FLH. I got it as an insurance job, and the frame was straight, the motor was great. The major components were great, and took over the course of a winter to put it all back together. And so it's a 2001, and it looks like an FLH, the full drive. If you see the videos of Melissa's Wish and stuff, I'm on that bike in those videos. I also have a bone stock 1990 Fat Boy, the gray one. I'm
Nice.
talking bone stock down to every nut and bolt. The gray ghost, as they call it, the original Fat Boy.
Yep.
All right.
The gray frame. I have one of those. I have a 77 Super Glide, which I've rebuilt about 8 times already into various things. I have my other bike which is almost done again. I have an early shovel. I think it's a 71 motor and tranny in a 58 swing arm panhead swing arm frame. The one with the little drop pieces in front of the seat post.
Oh, okay.
Where it drops down a
Right,
little bit lower.
Springer.
I have
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Springer
I have a
front end.
front end on
Nice,
it.
yeah.
And I have a 56 panhead in pieces that I've slowly gotten enough pieces to put it together, and it's coming along nice.
Wow.
And I think that's about it that I could say is something it's something you could look at
Right.
and see.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't have the time to work on everything like I used to, with doing so many things, but motorcycles in my heart. I love I love working on them. I love riding.
Yeah,
Without a
you
doubt.
do.
And I've been building bikes and cars,
Yep.
Since I was a teenager.
Nice.
So and I've got it down. Am I the best in the world? No, I'm not a custom fabricator or anything, but I can build everything from the ground up.
Right.
And
Excellent.
Do all the
You can make
wiring
your
and
own ride and ride out.
yeah, I
of
do.
there. Yep.
Most
That's
of them
awesome.
have been done by
That's
me.
awesome.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
Yeah. Well, some people can, somebody can't. I know my way around a panhead and a shovel head motor like I can build a Chevy small block motor.
Right.
Excellent. Yeah.
Sure.
Like they say, it's just a motor.
So now,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
though.
just a motor.
so now when I say this is Motorcycle Mayhem Radio, we
Right.
are the bike and lifestyle. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to sit there and say I'm going to build you a bike because I can't.
Well,
but Mark Mendoza can.
Mark
Well, you don't
Mendoza.
have to. I mean, if you enjoy 2 wheels and a motor,
Right.
then
Yeah.
we're talking about the lifestyle.
The
And
lifestyle, yeah.
even, it's so funny, but it's ironic. One of the stories that comes to mind, if we have a minute for a story,
you have fun.
back in '79, I was riding that 70 '77 Super Glide. Okay, already rebuilt by me, but not highly customized. Instead of the single tank, I have fat bobs on it, and some chrome. A lot of chrome was done. Some chrome, a lot of black paint. And so we decided, me and 5 other guys decided, you know what? Twisted was off for a couple of weeks. We decided at the end of the summer, once the season was done, and we take off a couple of weeks. So we just said we're going to ride. We're going to go out west. So we had been out for, I don't know, probably a week, 10 days already. We're flying across Kansas on Interstate 80, and you can see a thunderstorm coming at us. And it's middle of, obviously it's September, and it's still 100 degrees outside, and you can see the storm coming. There's nowhere, there's no cover, there's no bridges, there's no nothing, and it's a few minutes out. And there was a construction site, like they were rebuilding the roads, but all the tractors and bulldozers and stuff were off the side of the road. And we figured, let's go over there. We got some tarps. We'll string them up and we'll get under the tarps, and try to get out of the rain. Because you know what the storms are like out there. I mean,
oh, my God.
You can't ride. You can't even stand in this stuff. So we find a place. We string tarps up between these tractors, these bulldozers, and get all the bikes underneath there. And it comes down. And the wind is coming and the lightning. And we're just huddled there, And the storm went on for hours. And obviously you can't sit on the ground now because it's
so
mud.
wet.
So we're kind of finding buckets and pails to sit on and trying to huddle, and the temperature drops, 30 degrees during those thunderstorms.
Oh my God!
The hail's coming down, so now it's getting dark, and the rain is letting up a bit, and then we could see headlights coming over to us, and there's a state trooper shows up and wants to know what's going on, and we explain it to him, and he goes, "But you boys can't stay here." Okay, can we wait for the rain to let up? He goes, "Yeah, I'll be back in about an hour. You better not be here." So, okay, half hour later, another set of headlights show up. No, it's a great story, man. These are the kind of stories I don't think you hear that much anymore.
Right.
So here comes this old Ford pickup. It's got to be from like 1960, right? The old man, Ricky, the old man, gets out and walks over to us, and he's got his headlights faded and goes, "What you boys need some dry?" I can't imitate him. But I need some dry place to hang. And we said, "Yeah, that'd be great." He goes, "I got the farm right down about 5 miles down the road. Why don't you all pack up and follow me?" And we're like, "All right, we're gonna is this gonna be like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre?" I was with some pretty tough characters. Don't get me wrong, But we did. We followed them. It was still kind of raining. It wasn't that bad, but it was muddy. It was a dirt road.
Right.
And we're going through this road. We pull into this farm, and there's no lights, and we're following our headlights and his headlight. And he walks over and he opens the barn door and he goes, "Pull your bikes inside. Nobody smoke. It's all hay. It's all tinder.
Right.
So you can't smoke in there. If you want to smoke, come outside." And so we pulled everything in. And you guys want to stay here for the night? You can. You can sleep up. I wouldn't sleep down here because of the rodents and the bugs, but you could sleep up in the loft, right? The hay loft, as they called it. So we did. We're getting all kind of drying off and everything like that, and changing our clothes. We all had backpack, rolls and packs with clothing on. And in comes his wife, a little sweet old lady with a whole tray of sandwiches and hot coffee and everything. And we're like, "This is amazing. This is absolutely incredible. Like, is this stuff poisoned? What's going to happen? Are we just going to fall asleep?"
You bite it first.
No, we trusted them. We did. We had stuff. She took our clothes from us, the wet clothing, and washed them and dried them and hung them up. And
nice.
then, next morning we wake up and sun's coming up, and we all wake up and there they are. They're standing there with breakfast for us. Just a stack of eggs and bacon and sausages and biscuits and gravy. And so we didn't know what to do to repay their hospitality. So my friend Jimmy there, he's a diesel mechanic, much more than I am.
Right.
I can know my way around a little bit, but he's really a diesel mechanic. So the guy had an International Harvester, like from the 1963, a tractor.
Right.
And he was working on it, the farmer, and he scratching his head. I said, "Jimmy, go take a look at his tractor." "Yeah, sure." He walks over there, and there was a problem with the fuel injector. Not an injector. I forgot what they used back then. But anyway, there was a problem with somehow getting the fuel to the correct cylinder at the right time, and he fixed it. And 5 minutes later, the tractor was running. The guy was the most thankful thing in the world. And I said, "Well, let's see if we can do some work for them." So we fixed some fences. We fixed this pickup truck. helped him. He had a welder. They didn't know how to weld, and my other friend Al, he could weld like incredibly, and he fixed the whole plow mechanism.
How long were you there?
What's that? No, just the whole day. We stayed. We stayed the following. It got late. We stayed the following night, cleaned up all the bikes. The next morning, they gave us breakfast again, and we said goodbye.
Nice.
But I'll tell you what, that was an amazing story of hospitality.
Wow.
Just an incredible story of hospitality.
People helping people, man.
Yeah, without a doubt. I don't know. I certainly don't ride through the country like I used to. But I've never seen hospitality like that. I don't even hear people.
And they didn't know who you were, right?
No. I was still a club band.
Okay.
You're talking about the summer of 1979. We were still a big time club band. They wouldn't know who we were. And even if it was now, those people still wouldn't know who we were.
Did you get banjos?
Are you on the Grand Ole Opry?
Yeah, the Grand Ole. Y'all at the Grand Ole Opry? No, I don't think so. But just an interesting story of hospitality and where you're going to go in that rain. I mean, it's brutal. I remember we got stuck a couple of times out in the middle of nowhere in those storms. But that was a fun 2 weeks.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh man.
Actually, it almost started it sounded like a joke. Have you heard the jokes? Broke down in front of his farmer's house.
Right. No, it wasn't a joke. It's just an interesting story. I mean, it's one of the few things that
you can't stay here, boy.
You're right.
You better get on down the road,
I'll
boy.
be back in an hour. Don't be here. I was like, all right.
You all better not be here when I get back.
Right. No, he wasn't mean. He just said you can't stay here.
But what harm were you doing anyhow? You were just covering,
Well, we had set up this big tarp that we found between the tractors were parked relatively next to each other, so we were able to rope this tarp up between 3 or 4 bulldozers and get the bikes underneath them and just get us underneath and get out of the rain.
Right.
There was nowhere else to sit. I mean, there wasn't anything we could get into. There was nothing. There was nowhere. Who knows if you kept riding what you going to find?
Yeah,
it didn't look like we were in the middle of nowhere. Looking at a map that was all wet, it was like there's no towns, there's no anything. We can ride for another 2 hours to get someplace.
And that's when you had the maps. You had no GPS. You're
GPS.
folding the map 4 or 5 different ways.
There's no cell phones.
It's getting wet.
And they disintegrate when they get wet.
Yeah, there's no cell phones. There's nothing.
Oh my God. Mark, you used to do a radio show, right?
Yeah, it's funny. I had a radio show on the Bone. Remember the Bone?
Yeah,
the Bone.
Radio show, the Bone, right?
The Bone.
Long Island's Real Rock Radio, the new 98.5, the Bone. Right. So, and that wasn't me doing that. I wish it was, but yeah, I had a show on the Bone for a while, and then it went to LIR, and then they changed the whole format. But it was a lot of fun. Animal Tactics is still legendary to this day. It was funny when the show was on the air and Twisted Sister went back to touring again in Europe. I would show up and people would have versions of the show burned to CD, and I'd be signing them.
Really?
I just signed it.
That's cool.
Various episodes of Animal Tactics. Yeah,
wow.
It was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was a big hit. It really was.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, we're going to bring it back again.
I was going to ask you.
Yeah, you're going to hear some more from Animal Tactics.
Excellent.
In the near future, yeah.
Maybe we'll be a guest on his show.
Maybe. That'd be nice.
Right?
Maybe you'll be a guest on our show.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That'd be cool.
Payback's a bitch.
We don't have any good stories like you do.
We got a caller on the line. How you doing?
We got Rocky here.
How you doing? Hey, Rocky. Absolutely.
Yeah. And you got Sling Blade, right?
I reckon.
Yeah.
So you have any advice you'd want to give a new rider?
You want advice from me? The Dr. Mendoza is in. He's ready to give advice right now.
Mileage is knowledge, man.
Mileage is knowledge.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about it. That Super Glide, which I still have, and is in a different form of being rebuilt for like the sixth time. I try to keep track of how much mileage I put on it. I've got this is the 4th speedometer I have in the bike.
Really?
Yeah, but the bike itself has over 200,000 miles.
Wow,
on it.
that's
yeah,
big.
It does.
Wow.
That I put the most mileage on that bike.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah, it was
Holy crap.
ridiculous. Yeah, and it was so. Again, you're getting into mechanics a little bit now. I know you guys don't understand it, but the bike before I rebuilt it, like the 3rd time when I put a lot of mileage on it, when it was warm, and it was a kick and electric start, but the electric start burned out. I mean, I burned the solenoid out, and it didn't work. But who cared?
That was a magneto you had on there?
No, it was regular points and points ignition, points and condenser. But you could actually, once the bike was warmed up and the weather was nice, you could actually the compression was so low in the bike that you could kickstart it with your hand.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, you could. When it was just right, you lined it up,
Right.
you lined it up, and you could just lean into it, then you kickstart it. And it wasn't, the compression was so low, everything was so worn out in the thing, it would smoke.
Did you change it over to an electric starter or still a kickstart?
Yeah, I fixed everything. So
Right.
this version of the bike could kick in electrical work. Yeah, the kickstart is still on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's everybody thinks it's tough to kickstart. It's not tough to kickstart a bike. If the thing is tuned right, set up right, and
There you go.
and you know how to do it, you can kickstart a motorcycle.
There you
You too can kickstart
That's
a
right.
motorcycle.
Yes, you can. Hey, I want to do a couple shout outs. How about we shout out Texas Iron?
Nice.
Texas Iron is a group. It's a Facebook group out there in Texas. These guys are awesome.
Curtis.
Are you talking? Is it a band or just a bunch of people?
No,
Just a bunch of people that
guys.
ride.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Riders.
They
Excellent.
ride. They actually
Very
rode
good.
all the way from Texas to meet us in Kentucky.
Nice.
They did a ride.
I'm sure they were disappointed.
You're Johnny Rizzo. Get out of here.
Are you any relation to Frank Rizzo?
I wish.
I bet you in Jersey.
Frankie,
You were neighbors.
Frank Rizzo. Don't you know who Frank Rizzo is?
Frank
right?
Rizzo. Yeah, he called in Jim's show.
The
not long
jerky,
ago.
right, the jerky boy.
Yeah, jerky boy.
Frank Rizzo.
Scissor chest.
You know what was great? I got to talk to him, and I got to say, listen, because of you, my life has changed.
Right.
Because whenever I say my last name is Rizzo, you know Frank Rizzo? Frank Rizzo.
Frank Rizzo.
Every fucking time.
Right.
Yes.
I'll wrap you in the head with a ratchet.
Exactly. Want to give a shout out to Biker Trash Nation. This organization, these guys, this group,
Yep.
Biker Trash Nation, they do a lot for kids and just charities.
Very cool.
And they raise, how many bicycles did we get?
There's about 800 bikes
800?
we got, and there's 820 boxes of toys.
Yeah.
Did a really good job they did.
They did Toys for Tots.
Let me say something here, and everybody who's got anything to do with the biker community anywhere, I don't know about the rest of the world, but I do know about this country and especially our metropolitan area here.
Right.
I've done a lot of charity work.
Sure.
For a long time. And I have to say that the biker community
Yep.
is the most giving and benevolent community and bunch of people
Yep.
that I have ever worked with on a
Yep.
charity.
Sure.
You get more support and more people showing up for events than just about anything
Anything.
else.
Yep.
You know, and sometimes in the worst weather.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know, and everybody really puts forth a great thing. And they're asking for nothing in return.
Exactly.
Just to be part of something great.
Exactly.
And that is a big thank you to everybody. It
Yeah.
really is.
Yeah.
It's very touching to see this. It
Well, like
really is.
yesterday, the Coldfinger run, there had to be at least 1,000 bikes there, if not more.
Yeah.
It had to go 2 miles, 3 miles
In length.
long.
Yeah,
in
of
length.
course.
They raised about $20,000 for the camp adventure in Shelter Islands
Right,
for
of
the
course.
kids.
Yep.
I mean, it's a great cause. He does it every year.
Yeah.
And just for everyone just to get out there, just do it. I mean, you know,
And it's a great thing because there's not a lot of runs this time of year,
Not
and
this-
you got the weather behind you yesterday.
Right. I usually
you know,
kick
for
everything
fingers.
off with fingers.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
it's my first, the new year, and
Of
you know,
course.
to get on, and I don't care if it's snowing, raining. I'm out there for them. So
Yeah, you are. Mike is definitely out there. But that leads me to the next thing I want to talk to you
Go ahead.
about. You know, talking about the biker community, which I'm putting together, and Kate is working with me. That's what she's here. She's going to have a little meeting with me after the show. The Kate Fox Show and Motorcycle Mayhem. We're trying to raise money, okay, for Ronnie Monroe from Metal Church.
Right,
on
of course.
TSO.
Yeah, of course.
His wife has cancer.
Right, that's rough.
And,
Ovarian
you know,
Yes, I heard about it.
Yeah, I actually had 2 benefit shows in the studio
Right.
already. I think we raised altogether over $10,000 so far.
Right.
And she needs about $120,000 to get to Arizona.
right.
Right.
She gets to Arizona, she can get this treatment that can help save her life.
Of course.
So that's what we are gearing up to do. You know, Ronnie's big in the music industry. You know
It
that.
certainly is. Of course.
You know, I actually have a picture of you and Ronnie right here. I just put up.
there they are.
I don't know who the girl in the middle is, but it's you and Ronnie,
It's a fan.
right? I guess
I can't see the picture
you
from
can't
here,
see it.
so I don't
you
know.
can't see it. We'll see it after the show. But
okay, not a problem.
that's you and Ronnie right there. And she's a beautiful girl. She really is. That's Javon. And we're trying to save her life.
Right.
And you know what? When Geneva came to me with this, because that's a real personal friend of Geneva's, what better people than the biker community, like you were just saying?
Yeah.
I mean, the yacht club's not going to do it. The golf
Right.
club ain't going to do it. The bikers will get this done.
Without a doubt, get it done. And like I said, a big thank you because there's all kinds of charity runs all over the country, and
Yes.
and the biker community helping everybody
Yes.
who's in need. You can't help every single person,
Right.
Right.
but you can help a lot.
Right.
And that's what's important. And the biker community always comes through. They always came through for what Dee and I do together, whether it was March of Dimes or Long Island Cares and
Right.
Melissa's Wish. They always came through, and they always came through for everything else that we were involved with, even if I was just a guest.
Right.
There's some of the charity runs that go on. I show up. I'm just another guy riding. I
Right.
don't want anything special. I'm just here to support the cause, and I do it. We do it often. I do it also for myself.
Yeah,
too,
that's great,
just
man.
to show up and help. But the biker community is the most benevolent out of everybody.
Yeah.
They really are.
And like
They
you
do a
said,
good job.
we don't want no pat on the back. We're
No,
not,
no,
we're
I don't
not
want a
breed
pat on the
that
back.
way.
Just do it.
Yeah,
You
man,
know,
just
and at the
there to
end of the
help.
trip, there's a beer, man. There's a beer at the end of that road.
Exactly.
You give me a beer, I'm happy. You know?
Exactly. Hey, you know what really cool T-shirts are?
Go ahead.
Strip Club Choppers. You ever see
Nice.
those?
No.
You ever heard of No, Strip Club Choppers. I'm usually wearing one.
Right.
But Strip Club Choppers, okay, it's Johnny Lang plus Mike owns the New York one.
Right.
Okay? Every bike event you can think of, Strip Club Choppers is there. And they got really cool shirts, man, because they look just like that, And they have like all different logos on the back. Check out Strip Club Choppers. I'm going to play a video right now, and you'll see this later again.
All right.
Of what Strip Club Choppers is, because the guy, Johnny Lang, out of Florida, he's got a couple bikes, and he's got a stripper pole on it.
Right.
And he rides around with the girls dancing on the pole.
Oh, is that what that is?
That's what that is.
Yeah, I want to meet the girl who posed for that.
Right.
Yeah. She might be up there, actually. So check out this video real quick. We'll be right back. Strip Club Choppers, man. Good stuff right there. Oh, there I am.
Right. Johnny
I
Line
love
Production.
I love the production on this show. This is top notch. I love it.
Hey, we are pretty professional compared to a lot of shows that are out there. We're doing pretty good.
You didn't put my mic back on.
I know that wasn't an accident.
It wasn't an accident. And we're back with Motorcycle Mayhem Radio.
Yes. I'm gonna have you do that after the show.
Yeah, whatever you want, I'll do it. I'll do
that'd be
some
great,
voiceovers
man.
for you. That's not a
voiceovers
problem.
be good.
You know, something just came to mind. A story just came to mind. My girlfriend and I, we were out. My girlfriend Laura and I, we were out over the summer. We had about 8 days off. You know, and we weren't going to fly anywhere. I didn't want to go to airports and security. So we just drove. You know, I had some appointments, so I couldn't take a bike, unfortunately. But we were in a town called Fostoria, Ohio.
Okay.
Okay, and it's on the map. Okay, and we were talking about places to eat.
Right.
Okay, we're driving down a side street. You know, kind of a downtown area, and there we looked. There's a place called Burgers and Chunks.
Oh no!
That's
I don't think I can eat that.
CHUNX.
You would eat that.
Burgers and
Chunks.
Chunks. You know, and I may even have a picture on my phone of it. I stopped and I said, I gotta have that.
Right.
Burgers and Chunks. When you're in Fostoria, check out Burgers and Chunks.
John Frew, get on that.
Fostoria, Ohio.
Oh my God!
I Burgers and Chunks.
I'm looking for
Is
that
that
place.
like close to Tuna Fish, Ohio?
Tuna Fish, Ohio, right?
We have a show in Dayton coming up in June.
Do you really?
Yeah, we're doing.
Yeah.
We'll be there. So we'll be looking for that Fostoria.
I would
Fostoria's
try.
nowhere near Dayton.
No?
No, you won't even find it on the map.
No.
It's one of those little dots.
Maybe it's a
That
chain.
When you look at Google Maps, you got to really like get in close,
Right, oh, one of those.
zoom in for it to appear.
Yeah. Like
exactly.
Fireplace, Long Island, right?
Exactly. like Scuttle Hole, Long Island.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Where's that?
You want to go to
It's out.
Chunks and get a burger?
Yeah.
Well, no, it might be a
It's
chain.
Burgers and Chunks.
Chunks.
No, it's not a chain.
Not a
It's
chain.
a one-off store. Yeah. And you know what? The windows were all blacked out.
Oh.
Like you couldn't see in.
It could be a nudie bar.
I'm not walking. No, it wasn't. It was a burger place.
You'll eat it, you get a burger, and you're like, what?
exactly.
Oh, God, well, they just got the most promotion they ever got.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably gonna like send me a kudos, man.
Yeah.
Like, hey, man, thanks for talking about us.
Yeah.
They're probably going to be calling in any second.
When in Fostoria, Ohio. Wow.
Go to Burgers and Chunks.
How would you remember that name?
How can you forget it? Burgers and Chunks?
No,
Fostoria.
Fostoria.
Because it just the weirdest stuff.
Okay, Google Maps just typed it in. Where is that?
Right. Where is it?
Man, well, we're running out of time. Actually, we got as much time as we want, actually, because I own the studio.
Right.
There you
So
go.
there you go. But if anybody wants to talk to Mark, give us a shout, 877-917-5263. The phone lines are open. I always want to say
You
that.
have a way with the English language,
Right.
too.
You like
man.
it?
I love that
It's
speech
beautiful.
impediment. You
I
got
love it,
going.
right? Hey, it's
Impediment
working.
boy.
It's working.
That's not the only impediment he's got.
Wow, how the tides have changed.
Right. Wow, he jumped in right on that one.
Yeah,
man.
look at
Whoa.
You're
Man.
fucking-
You were waiting for that for a long time,
All
man.
night.
Payback's a bitch.
It is.
Oh, you're fired.
Again?
Beautiful.
I fired him once before.
Yeah.
Oh God!
What are you gonna do?
Lever Vort's on listening.
Vort.
He's a good friend of the show, and he said you'll be doing dunks at Burgers and Chunks.
Oh, nice. We're going to be
Burgers
doing,
and Chunks.
I'm going to actually play that next.
What?
The
Dunks?
Beast of LBL.
The beast.
Are we doing dunks too?
The Beast of LBL is a movie that Lee is making. He's a part of. And actually, Ken Dodge is also in the movie.
Okay.
And maybe we'll get in that movie one day.
Hey, maybe they need a soundtrack.
They might.
Yeah,
They
you
might.
go.
Yeah, there you go.
Maybe they need
Soundtrack.
someone to play a biker.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, we
Well,
got- we got two of them.
Yeah,
Three
yeah.
of them.
Won't be the first time.
We got
Right.
three bikers right here.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm in.
Keep it
He's
up.
like, he don't ride, just so you know. It's like,
I don't right now.
look at the look he got.
Oh.
See the look he just made?
And
Man.
he's on a motorcycle show?
Say-
He's the cigar guy.
right.
Oh,
Okay.
cigar guy.
The cigar
So,
guy.
No, he does great though. But you know what?
He did.
He's come a long way.
He came a long way. You're doing good, kid.
The Beast of,
Dad.
you know what? The Beast of LBL. Check it out. Right back.
Peace.
I gotta play these things,
Livestock being slaughtered.
Wildlife.
How many acres is in LBL?
175,000.
Well, according to the The TVA at the time that they taken it over was according to about 177,000 acres.
Well, if it isn't Grizzly Adams.
You mean to tell me that you came all this way to help your brother tag team the beast?
Y'all can kiss my ass.
With local history comes local folklore. With local folklore come stories that are not always of a positive nature. In this particular case, it's the nature of the beast. The beast of LBL.
Where I'm at, and I'm super scared. Like, I'm on this back road and I do not know where to go. Yes, that's fine, but I don't know where I'm at. I'm out of gas. Please, I'm freaking out. Please, someone come meet me or something. I'm super scared. I've never been out here before. Please, I'm like almost on E. I'm about to run out of gas. I'm going as fast as I can.
Ladies and gentlemen, we realize we have a serious situation here. I'm also here to tell you to avoid the LBL area at all costs. Furthermore,
this is where we go to have recreation with our families and the tourists.
That's right. What about our kids? What are they supposed to do?
you don't understand.
You don't understand. You don't have the manpower to cover the entire area of LBL. Let's go.
That son of a bitch is real.
You're gonna need some help.
We are back. And just so you know, we found the beast of LBL.
There he is.
And there he is. We found him.
I'm here.
So, Mark, we got a question from Tommy asking who your favorite drummer is.
Well, I'd have to say it's got to be AJ Pirro.
I would think so,
But, you know, God bless his soul, and he's not around anymore, so I got to find a new one.
Yeah. Right.
You know, I don't want to.
Yeah.
But there's so many.
I know.
You know, we played with Mike Portnoy for a few years.
That is my favorite drummer.
He's a monster. He's inhuman how he plays. Man.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable. You know, Frankie Benelli, just so many. Jordan Canada.
Jordan's
amazing.
Jordan's out of sight, man. He really
talk
is.
about a monster.
Yeah.
You know.
He just makes you want to put the sticks down.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, you know, sometimes when you watch people play, they want, like, what am I doing this for?
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Joe Franco?
Joe Franco, a monster without a doubt. Yeah, I just there's so many.
Yeah.
You know, even guys that aren't technically amazing who just, you know,
they just kill it.
Smash drums. And you know, I play in a local band called Joe Rock and the All Stars, and,
Yep.
and Gene Lenevsky is phenomenal drummer. I don't know if you ever seen us play, but the guy just can play everything. You know, he can, whether it's rock, he's a jazz drummer by trade, right? But you talk about he plays rock, plays unbelievable swing.
Well,
oh man,
I love that.
Just the feet, and you know, and I couldn't play as monstrously as I do in the All Stars if it wasn't for Gene.
Right,
he's just such an incredible drummer to play with.
Well, touching on, you know, asking about your favorites and stuff, but let's still go back to the vintage. Who of the old time musicians inspired you?
Musicians?
Yeah.
Well, I first started listening to music or paying attention to music when I was about 10 years old. And I was listening to what my parents were listening to. And both my parents are from World War II. They were both in the war, believe it or not. Even my mom was.
Wow.
My father, if anybody knows, my father was a bastard of Bastogne, if you know what that is.
No.
You ever seen the HBO Band of Brothers?
Yes.
My father was there.
Wow.
That was a rough thing.
That's a rough one.
My mom was in the Red Cross, so she, was there. She's actually, her unit got strafed and bombed, and 2 of the women with her died from sniper fire. But to go back to music, my parents were big fans of swing, so that's really the first thing that I was subjected to. I mean, not subjected, but opened up to. And I remember when I was really young, my parents used to, once my sister and I were asleep, I would sneak out. They would pick up the coffee table in the living room, move it out of the way, and put the records on and dance.
Wow.
And I have a vivid memory of my parents dancing to Swing Moon. Benny Goodman, all the big band era, swing stuff. And so, that swing music is just such an incredible feel. It's morphed into so many things like Brian Setzer and his orchestra and the Stray Cats
see that
and things
band.
like that. And it's phenomenal stuff. So when you go back to what I was talking about, a drummer, somebody who can do everything. Gene Lenevsky, the guy I play with, like I said, in Joe Rock and the All-Stars, is just a phenomenal drummer. He makes it easy for me to do what I do in the band. And Joe Rock, we all know who Joe Rock is from WBAB, an on-air talent at BAB. He encouraged us to play pretty crazy in that band. So some of the stuff we do is insane playing. It really does.
Wow.
And he loves when we do that, and our guitar player, Lou Carollo, just a monster guitar player also. So that stuff's fun. And of course, moving forward, and I'll always be with Joe and the guys, but I have my own band coming out, Animal Tactics.
Yeah.
And that's going to be some insane playing too.
Yes.
It really is going to be real rock.
You got some real good talent there, man.
Yeah, I got the Canada brothers from, J-Rad.
Oh, my God.
And, Jared and Jordan Canada are just phenomenal players and great guys.
Yeah.
A great family they come from, great guys, and it's going to turn out to be an amazing band.
Yeah,
And
I can't wait to hear that stuff.
We're on our quest to finish the band and the lineup, so that's happening in the very near future.
That's good. You have anything with Joe Rock? Anything soon? Or
no, we were off for a while because Joe was away in and out of town on business. We do have stuff come up. Just go on Facebook and look at Joe's website and Joe Rock and the All Stars and please show up anytime you want. A lot of people surprise us and show up and play with us. A lot of local musicians.
Awesome.
And it's a great band. A lot of eclectic music. You're not going to see us do any normal things.
Right.
So it's great music. You'll be able to sing along with everything else. Just talking about music real quickly, a good friend of mine from Long Island, I don't know if you guys are familiar with Tom Cavanaugh.
Why does that sound familiar?
Guitar player from Long Island. He's been in Almost Queen.
Yes.
Tom does a phenomenal job. He has the Johnny Cash show.
Really?
Now, you can't see Johnny Cash anymore. And if you could, well, you got some good connections.
Or good drugs.
Or good shovels,
Just about right. Everybody's an
But we
amazing
almost
Johnny
saw
Cash.
him in Kentucky because he's buried in Tennessee.
Yeah,
Well, Tom Cavanaugh has the Johnny Cash show, and I saw it for the first time about 3 weeks ago.
Right.
I got to say, it floored one of the best shows I've seen in years.
Really?
Yeah, the guy is phenomenal. So if you look it up, you're going to see the Johnny Cash show here in the Long Island area. Go see him play with the whole band. Mind-boggling.
Nice.
He sounds, looks, and moves just like Johnny Cash.
Really?
Wow.
I'll check that out.
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty
Also,
awesome.
I know there's a lot of stuff going on, and I know I'm doing shout-outs and pushing on something.
That's okay.
Another great band in the area, if you like 70s rock. Not the schmaltzy stuff, is, a good friend of mine, Steve Pisani, has 70s Flashback. And you walk in, they're a phenomenal band. They got incredible vocals, but you can sing along with every song.
Really?
And they're a rock
I
band.
love that.
Oh, yeah.
I love that.
Great stuff, man. Very entertaining.
What are they called? 70s
Great
what?
stuff. 70s Flashback.
70s Flashback.
70s Flashback.
Awesome. All right. Yeah.
So
definitely
those are
check-
great things to see, and they're good friends of mine.
Right.
I always like supporting everything. I'm not telling, I'm not saying anybody don't go see anybody else, but these bands are exceptional, or exceptional acts. They really are. They're great
Excellent.
stuff. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's cool, man. Hey, speaking about the beast of LBL before, Lee sent me these pictures of I guess they jumped the truck.
Yeah.
Did you see this? You can't see it yet, but
I can't see it.
You're
from
missing
here.
it over here.
I can't see it from here.
Yeah, pretty cool, right? It
is pretty cool.
Going airborne and shit like that. Pretty cool. Plus, I want to give a shout out. Of course, we cannot never forget.
Here you go.
All right, hold on.
You know what? You look up a light to that so it doesn't have to ring.
Yeah, no, right?
Sounds like somebody with a cell phone in their pocket.
Optic Armor, man. Our buddy Bob. He sells
Bob.
riding glasses.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's got good stuff.
Where's he from?
He's actually from Indiana.
Okay.
Yep. And he goes to a lot of events. And it's funny, I would talk about him. I went to Daytona back in October. I needed glasses. I couldn't find a decent pair of glasses for under $150.
Really?
This guy's got great glasses, and they're not $150.
You just got to go to Indiana to get them.
Yeah, no, he goes to all the events.
All the events around.
He'll be all over the place. So,
Cool.
all right, so let's take this phone call. All right, let me put that over there. And hello, you're on the air, Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. Who do we got?
Hello.
Hey, man, answer the phone. What's up?
What's up? What do we got here?
It's Lee, man. What's happening?
This is Lee Vavort. Lee, what's going on, man?
Hey, it's all you, brother. You got a great show tonight.
Thank you. And we were watching some of your video today, and we're very excited about the announcement that you made, and we can't wait for that movie to be made, man. That's going to be great.
Awesome, man. Yeah, Spencer filed some paperwork to get some incentive from the state of Kentucky. That's working out good. We got the script finished up. We finished filming the sizzle reel.
Right.
We're going to start editing that pretty soon, and I sent you a couple of pictures of a sweet-ass jump I did in an SUV, man.
I put that up already on the show.
Yep. We just put it up.
Cool, man. I'll check that out.
Yeah.
Hey, so we got Mark Mendoza with us, man. That is too freaking cool.
Yeah, man.
You do. I'm right here.
He's right there.
Awesome. Well, Mark, I got a question for you if you got a minute.
I got a minute. Go ahead.
Awesome, man. So what interested you in playing with Twisted Sister? What caused you to? What made your decision to join them?
Well, I didn't make the decision to join them. They asked me to.
That's great.
So
Yeah,
I mean,
I got
it's
you.
kind of you know, it was at a real quick story. If you want to hear this, it was I was in a local band at the time, a club band, because I had left the Dictators only about 6 or 8 months before that, and you're talking about mid to late 1978 at the time, because my first show on stage with Twisted Sister was December 10th, 1978. Wow. So I just passed my 40th year in the band, right? But I had been working with them to help them out over the summer because they needed like some extra people and tour manager, and I couldn't stay in the band I was in. So JJ had said, "Hey, you want to work with us for the summer? We got a really busy schedule." So I worked with them. I wasn't playing. I was kind of helping out their crew and getting things together because they were playing bigger and bigger places for more and more people.
Right.
So I was helping them out, and I want to say it was probably around the beginning of November. You know, we had come back from a Jersey club, and I had just taken a shower because you remember back in those days you had to take a shower when you got home. Not that you want to go to sleep dirty, but everybody smoked, so your clothing and your hair and everything
Oh yeah, that was
smoked.
the worst, man.
So you got to wash everything and get to bed. So again, it's probably early November. It's a Sunday morning. It's got to be about 8 or 9 in the morning, and I'm just laying down to go to sleep, and the phone rings, and again, there's no caller ID. It's 1978. You know, you still got to rub 2 wires together to make a call. So the phone rings a few times. I pick it up. Yeah. Hey, Mark, it's JJ. Yeah, Jay, what's wrong, man? I'm figuring there's an emergency. He goes, are you still looking for a band? I go, oh, hell yeah, man. I'm a musician. I really want to play. He goes, great, I have one for you. I go, well, who? He goes, well, Twisted Sister. And I go, well, wait a minute, you have a bass player? He goes, yeah, well, Kenny, for personal reasons, left the band. And I just spoke to Dee and the rest of the guys. They want to know if you do it. I said, yeah, well, great, I'll do it. I said, of course I'll do it. He goes, okay, great. Click, and he hangs up. Right? So now I'm looking at the phone. I'm like the handset, the big old handset with the curly cord on it. And I'm like, wait a minute, what just happened here? So again, it's not push button phones. It's
rotary.
I couldn't dial it fast enough to get him on the phone. It rings, and hello, JJ, it's Mark. What's wrong? You quit already? I said, no. What just happened? You know. So I go, what just happened? He goes, well, honestly, Kenny left the band. He decided he didn't want to do it do this anymore, and you've been working with us, and you actually got up and jammed almost every night with us. So we figured naturally, you're already a road-proven guy. You're a great bass player and a great character, and we want you to be in the band. I said, yeah. He goes, you're going to do it? I said, absolutely. He goes, great, thanks. Click, and hangs up again. I'm like, all right, now I'm supposed to go to sleep.
Right.
Really? Now I'm supposed to go to sleep? No, I couldn't sleep. I got up and
oh my God,
and
played the bass.
No, I didn't even do that. I mean, everybody in the house was asleep at the time.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad just kind of worked yourself out. It sounds like.
Well, yeah, I knew the repertoire. I knew everything they did. I knew all the songs, and it took I think it took longer for Dee's wife Suzette to make my clothing and design the makeup stuff than it did for me to do rehearsals. I think we only did 4 or 5 rehearsals, and I was on stage with the band. But an interesting story here that happened to me. My father was very sick at the time. He was in the hospital, and this again in 1978. But he passed away. This Pearl Harbor Day, December 7th, 1978. Okay.
Wow.
We buried him on the 9th, and I played with Twisted Sister on the 10th.
Wow.
And now everybody's thinking, God, how disrespectful can you be?
Right.
But my father, God rest his soul, said to me, he knew he was going. We didn't think so, but he knew he was going. So on the 6th, when I was with him, because I went to my family and I were with him every day in the hospital at different times. At the 6th, and my father towered over me. I mean, he was a big guy. Right. So he said, "Come here." So I walk over and he shake my hand, and he could crush your hand. I mean, he was a powerful guy, even though he was dying. He crushed your hand. He goes, "No matter what happens to me, you keep going." Because he knew he had met the guys in the band already, and
he knew he was
liked
going
them.
somewhere.
Yeah, he met Dee and JJ and loved them. They were great guys, And my father said, "I said, Pop, don't talk like that." He goes, "No, I'm telling you, I'm giving you an order. It's a direct order, being a military guy, that you're going to keep going no matter what happens to me. And I'm telling your mother and your sister the same thing."
Right.
So, okay, I hang out with him another hour or so. We watch TV. We're talking about sports. He was a big sports fanatic, baseball. Baseball ended when the Dodgers left Brooklyn for him. So he's a Brooklyn boy. Yeah. So my sister and my mom walk in, I go to rehearsal. So he obviously tells them that. Make a long story short, the next day he passes away. I get to the hospital and the doctor says to me, "You missed him by about 5 or 6 minutes."
Well.
I said, "Well, where'd he go?" He goes, No, you really missed him. I'm like, "What?" He goes, yeah. So call your family, because they're used to seeing us. Call your mom and says, tell them, don't run here, drive like maniacs. They're not saving a life.
Right.
But we'll wait for you guys to see him before we take him away. So we did that. So after we see him and we go out in front, we're sitting in front of the hospital and we're all crying. And I said, let me call the guys in the band and postpone this. And they both stopped crying, my mom and my sister. And they looked at me and said, no, don't you do that. And I said, what? He goes, my mom said, your father told me that he told you to keep going. And you better do as he told you to do, or he'll come back and get you. So I was like, really? And she goes, no, he told us explicitly that's what you're going to do. So you're going to do it. So 7th, he passed away. The 9th, we buried him. The 10th, I was on stage with Twisted Sister.
Wow.
You want to talk about an emotional day?
I can imagine.
First day on stage with TS and just buried my father.
Wow.
But yeah, to me, I felt disrespectful, but everybody said, no, he said that. He wanted you to do it. He knew this day was coming, so go do it.
Right. But you had to feel kind of like warm inside in a way.
I did. Yeah, no, without a doubt.
Right?
There's no two ways about it.
Yeah.
My father was a tough character. He was a bastard of Bastogne.
Wow.
That was if you ever look it up, you'll see that was a pretty tough thing.
Yeah, I can imagine. Jeez.
Yeah.
So Lee, man, was that a good phone call, Lee, or what?
Nice.
Hey, that was
He
very,
fell asleep.
very well. Story, Mark.
Well, I'm sorry, Lee. Lee, what was that? What were you saying?
That's an incredible story, man. I'm really glad you shared that with us.
Yeah, all true, man. It's I hadn't talked about it for a very long. I never really spoke much about it, until the last last 5 or 6 or 8 years when I was like, yeah, why shouldn't I tell people this?
Right. Yeah, it's a great story.
It really is. Great story about my parents.
It really is.
And my father. Yeah.
So Lee, thanks for calling the show, man.
Hey, you bet. Good talking to you guys.
And you keep going. You kick ass with that movie, all right, my friend?
Get it done.
Brother, ain't nothing stopping me. We're going to get this done one way or another. I promise you that.
Lee's gonna give me a part in the movie.
Yeah. We all want parts. Come on.
We all want parts. The whole bike is free.
Lee, have a great night.
Take care,
Lee. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.
All right, peace.
You know what? Going back real quick to the Dayton, Ohio Bike Fest that we're going to be at June 27th to the 29th. That's going to be pretty cool, man. I'm looking forward
Have
to
you
going
done
to
that before?
No, it's a new one. It's a new one. So, Mark, you should come down.
If I can, I will. Honestly, I can, I will. I'll try to make it. I got a unique Daytona story. Was it 78 or 80? I think it was 80. A bunch of us decided to go to Daytona. TS was off at that time. And
Right.
Daytona's always the beginning of March.
Yep. Sure.
Right? So we were going to ride, but there was a blizzard. So we loaded our bikes in my friend's van, and two other friends went with us and drove a pickup truck with two bikes in the back. And the snow came down. It took us almost 4 days to get there. Wow. Right.
Really?
We pulled into south of the border,
Right.
and the snow was already 1.5 feet deep.
That's south of the border?
Yeah, unbelievable.
Really?
We
Blizzard
finally
of 78.
What's that?
The blizzard of 78?
Was it 78 then?
Yeah, yeah.
The 78 then. So we pull into Daytona Beach. We're staying at a friend of ours. He has one of those double wide trailers, a
Right.
whole bunch of bedrooms, and everybody's going to sleep everywhere. We pull in. It's exactly 7:30 in the morning. And it's 28 degrees in Daytona
yeah.
Beach. All right. So this is the funniest part. We pull in and we start at the back of my friend Neil's pickup truck is full of snow. The bikes are covered. It's got snow everywhere and it's not melting. We start a snowball fight in Daytona Beach. All the kids waiting for the school buses start to fight.
Right.
This guy comes from across the street and starts offering us money to take buckets of snow for his kids. We're like, were you kidding? You can have this stuff for free. We don't want snow. Yeah. So all of a sudden now there's got to be 15, 16 kids. And it was unbelievable how it just snowballed because
Yeah.
the whole neighborhood
Literally.
was there. The school
Throw a
buses
snowball.
waited.
Yeah.
The parents said, "No, you don't got to go to school right away. We're having a snowball fight." So it was amazing. Here we are with the whole neighborhood having a snowball fight.
That's fantastic.
In Daytona Beach.
Oh, that's
awesome.
so funny.
What a great
That's
story
another
that
reason
was.
why I did 2 bike weeks in Daytona.
Yeah.
I had nice weather once. The second time froze my ass off. I go to Biketoberfest every October. Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Every time. The weather, is a lot better in October.
Yeah, you can't tell. The spring or the early spring is a hit or miss everywhere.
Yes,
but you didn't
definitely.
expect to be freezing temperatures in Daytona Beach.
Right.
The next day it
Come
only
to
got
Florida,
to
they
the next
say.
day it only got to like 38 degrees.
Really?
The snow just stayed there. It didn't melt.
Wow, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
But you know what? We have Facebook groups as well.
Right.
Oh, hold on a minute. This is great.
Whatever.
All right. So Ken Dodge has now been outed from the movie The Beast of the LBL. You're in.
All right, Lee.
I don't even know what I'm getting into.
It's funny because Ken Dodge is going to be my co-host while I'm in Kentucky.
I guess not.
I can add hey, are you busy? You want to come to Kentucky? Ken, you're out again.
Ken's fired. Ken, you're fired
You're
too.
fired too.
Mendoza's got it all.
Oh, my God. Here's Ken Dodge. Wait. Here's Ken Dodge right there. That's a great picture of him.
I love it.
Love that guy, man.
Leave
He's
a board. Yeah, Mark's in. You're out, Ken.
You're fired.
So we have these 2 Facebook groups. One's called Bikers Live to Ride, Ride to Live, and the other one's called It's a Two-Wheel Thing that we made up. And we have a lot of members. I think we have over 8,001.
Oh, great.
And over
8,001.
8,000 in one of the groups.
Oh, I thought
And the other group
we have
we have
8,001. Who's the
Right,
one?
who's the one?
Me, the one guy.
I'm the one guy. The one guy.
And then we got 1,000 in the other.
Oh, nice.
But I have my admins, of course, the beautiful Jane Morris,
Yeah.
who called before. And she's an admin in both of those groups. She does a great job. And she's also the PR of the show. She takes care of a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff
Right.
down in North Carolina for us over here. So she's actually on the feed. Whatever I need her to do, she's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Love you, Jane. Thank you so much for your help there. And we also, I got to play this video because I love playing this fucking video. I gotta organize this thing better.
Hondo.
You're not kidding.
I know. Jesus Christ. You know what? I can't find it.
That's
How
what she
about
said.
we go Steve Parker. He's also a part of the show. He helps out in sharing the show and doing all kinds of stuff for the show.
Right.
He's like the security of the show because he is a police officer
He is.
down in North Carolina as well.
Right.
And of course we got Hondo out of Iowa. He shares the show. He's
Right.
admins in those 2 groups. I want to give a special thanks to those guys. Those guys kick ass. I mean, I appreciate everything they do. And why can't I find this stupid video? I play it every week, and I guess I'm not gonna play it today because it's gone. It just left.
What is the 7 Ps? The 7 Ps?
The 7 Ps?
Prior planning prevents piss poor performance?
Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. I needed
There
that.
you go.
I got to remember that
Yeah,
one.
we got to put a sign up for that
Oh, here
one.
it is. There you go. This one. laugh your balls off later when you watch the show.
All right.
I'll tell you, I do a lot of stuff back here, you know?
He's not gonna watch this.
Yeah, I don't want to see what you do back there because I can't always see your hands.
Right.
It's scary.
Well, they want his lap.
You see me smiling over here?
Yeah, right.
When he starts twitch and run.
Oh, piss boy.
Let me give a shout out to the Road Captain.
Nice. How you doing, brother?
Road Captain, tell Mark about your app. What do we got?
I got a navigation app out there for motorcycles only. Gives you the scenic routes, pothole detectors. What else? What else is on there?
First alert.
First alert. Emergency alert. If you break down, goes to your emergency contact. If you get into an accident, goes to emergency contact, then it goes to the nearest ambulatory or police department, whatever you get the quickest, fastest help.
Nice.
The Widowmaker, like I said, is the pothole detector. And, yeah, it's doing more changes, and we're going to have upgrades coming up this week. So,
Excellent job, Road Captain.
thank you, sir.
Okay, well, I guess we'll end the show in a couple of minutes. But, in the meantime, again, I want to go back to, please donate for Javon.
Right.
Without a doubt.
Jane's putting the link in the feed there. We're going to save her life, right? Because she's a beautiful woman, and we're going to do it. We got to get her to the Sunridge Medical Wellness Center.
Right.
And that's where the treatment is, in Arizona. Okay, so we're going to rock that.
Alternative treatment that she's going to need that's going to save her life. So
Exactly. Exactly. And
whatever you got, $1,
Throw my-
$5, $10.
You got my sister up
yes,
there?
I'm gonna actually gonna ask you about your sister in a second. Hold on. Now you're making me
Work.
look even worse because you know what?
Hey, we don't need you. We don't need to help you.
Right.
I don't know. Just go ahead. Just start.
Well, I just want to say I will not be attending the Kentucky show. I'm going to be home with my family. My sister's going in Thursday for her breast cancer surgery. And I'm really praying that everything works out fine for her.
Yeah, we're
We're
praying
all
too.
praying for you, brother.
Without a doubt. Without a doubt.
And we think, she's definitely going to pull through
Yeah.
this.
She's a strong woman, and she has good support, and you're behind her. And it's a good move that you're doing, stick behind us. So
Yeah.
we love you, and we're praying for your sister.
Yeah, I told him you're not coming with me to
Amen.
Kentucky. You stay with your sister.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
more.
You gotta-
Family's more important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Without
Gotta
a
get
doubt.
it done.
I-
Without a doubt.
You know what? There's certain times in my life where I forget that I got to do the right thing.
Right.
Yeah, well, this is one time where you can't forget.
Right.
You can't mess around with this.
And if
Yeah,
you
you
do
gotta do
forget,
it.
I'm going to remind you.
Well, that's why these guys have said, no, you're not.
Family is very important. You got to take care of family.
We got to always remind you of something, you know.
What's that?
Anything else you want to? Any more stories you want to throw at us real quick before we end the show?
No, just I'm sorry I showed up tonight.
Well, there goes the question of what's in your future.
Yeah, really.
I guess he's not coming back.
I appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun being
a lot
here with
of
you
fun,
guys.
man.
You know, Motorcycle Mayhem Radio, a lot of fun.
Yeah.
You guys do a lot of great shows around, and you push a lot of charity,
Yep.
which is very important, and you support the motorcycling community, which is also very important.
Yes,
so
we
you
do.
guys have a great reputation, and
Thank
I know
you.
we joke about a lot, but it's great to witness this and see what's going on. You
I'm
guys,
glad you're part of it
you guys
tonight.
do a great job. Yeah, I'll be part of it again.
I'm glad you are, man, and welcome to the family. You know.
All right, thank you. Just lose my number.
Actually, you never gave it to us.
that's even better.
I know, I never heard you. But anyway, I'll just say thank you very much. Oh yeah, I'm stuck on Rod. With all the,
At least somebody is.
thank you very much for coming in.
Well, I appreciate it. You don't have to thank me that much. Appreciate it. And,
We're
everybody-
definitely going to ride.
Yeah, without a doubt, we'll
Yeah.
ride and we'll be back on the show. But everybody just keep in mind our men and women in military
Absolutely.
in uniform and doing a nasty job around the world. And we're all here having a great time, and I'm sure some of them are listening to us right
Yep.
now. But don't forget them. They need
Never.
our support.
Yes.
And they need everything we could possibly give them, even if they're far away. And when they come home, some of them need even more support.
Correct.
So
Yes.
always be there for the men and women in the military, kicking ass around the world, and even in some places in this country to help us out. And
Correct.
Exactly.
That's very important.
Well said.
Well said, yes.
Okay.
And don't forget to check me out. I'll be in Owensboro, Kentucky this weekend. Okay, doing the what is it called, Mike? I'm the
You don't even remember the
I'm
show
the
you're
one
going
that-
to be at?
I'm fired.
Just insulted everybody in Kentucky.
He's like one of those
No,
80s
you know what?
bands that's
We-
traveling all over. Welcome to Baltimore.
Right.
We're in
No,
Chicago.
We're in Cleveland.
We got so many events coming up that I keep forgetting all the names. River City Sports, Power Sports.
There you go.
Show we're gonna do. It's gonna be awesome. Motorcycle Mayhem will be there, hanging out, doing shows, and rocking out, and all that good stuff. And we'll be with Mr. Ken Dodge. Thank you very much.
Ken Dodge.
You know I'm getting tired when I'm forgetting stuff. So on that note, good night, everybody.
Everybody.
Take care.
God bless.
Good night.
All right.
And let's do this.
That's it.
We get it done.